going on, everybody? I hope you guys are doing well. Trying to get my headphones working right quick. Come on in here, hit that like button. Come on in here and hit that like button. Oh, we got some stuff to go over. Hold on 1 second. Oh, we got some stuff to go over, y'all. Hold on. Okay. Y'all, how y'all doing? Come on in here. Oh, Mindy. I have not checked my emails. As always, y'all know I have work during the day. And yes, I do work late into the evening. So I have not checked my email. Let me check this right quick. I see you, Mindy. Girl, you are on it. Y'all, Candace has been sued. Oh, Lord, we thank you. Oh, I'm here for it. Oh, let's get to it. Yeah, I see it. I got it, girl. We got it. Oh, my dear Lord. Candace has been sued. Oh, Candace. Oh, I hope her ass is somewhere losing her mind. Girl, you had this coming, you dumb heifer. I told Candace. I told you people are going to start suing the crap out of you. And you and the candy ass cult members need not say a damn word. We don't care how you people feel. Cry until the cows come home or pigs fly. I don't give one damn about your feelings. Candace, go to court. Take your ass to court. If thou have a case and a defense, go to court. Sitting here vomiting all over social media is not going to get rid of it. And if you threaten or intimidate or harass him, he will tell the judge, so will we, the end. Oh, this is such a good damn day. Oh, y'all, we got to go over it. Come on in here, hit that like button. Y'all, I'm going to give y'all a few minutes. Come on in here. I got to contain my excitement. I'm so happy. You know what? We got to watch something while we wait. Because I wanted to get packed up in here. Oh, man. He said he was going to sue her. Brian Harpool was harassed, was threatened. He was lied on and defamed and attacked on every level. And you just can't make this stuff up. So while we get started on this, while y'all come on in here, we got a couple videos, of some surveillance camera footage that were already out here on the internet. This is from the Associated Press, because you just can't make this up. Because for some reason, these morons that are sitting here trying to defend Candace do not realize that the surveillance cameras at UVU are continuously recording 24/7. It's like that's a brand new concept for these idiots. Because the technology works. There have been video footage already out on the internet. What the judge and jury, the prosecutor, the defense, what they all have in their possession is the full surveillance footage from all the cameras that are relative and pertinent to where the suspect was at the time of the assassination, before he pulled the trigger and thereafter, and even during. Every camera, every angle that they can get their hands on, they have it. And you have these goons that are out here acting as if it's a brand new concept because they're trying to defend Candace because they're scared of her dumb coat who don't read. Oh, we're going to read today. We're going to read some court documents today. Brian Harpool and the Macrones are showing us how it's done. This is how you handle Candace Owens. You take her ass to court. Let the fun begin. Let it pile on. She should be to the point where she's inundated with court documents and lawsuits. And you all know, let me tell y'all something. Y'all know that she received this lawsuit filing probably last week. And it might be why her ass went to Italy. How ironic. And didn't tell anybody until she was over there. He said, y'all pack up. We just got sued and served. George, pack up the kids. We're going to Italy right now. She would have been served those documents, you all. Okay? Because even if you file a complaint to the court, it still takes 2 to 3 good business days for it to be docketed. So you got to remember the lapse of time in that between the actual filing being sent over to the court and then it being docketed online on the court's website. So that might be 2 or 3 good business days. Plus, if she was served, then, you got a lot of time for that to occur. And then you got to get the certificate of service. All of that has to be uploaded. Proof of service of her being served. So she probably got served with this lawsuit last week and just decided, you know what? F all this. I'm going out of town. And then the Candy ass is leaving comments talking about, oh, she can't go to Italy now. And she can't, I don't give a damn where she goes. That's where you people are you acting like she's my cult leader. No, she's your cult leader and God. Candy asses. Candace is your cult leader and your God, not mine. I don't give a damn where the hell she goes. I simply said, may she stay there forever and never come back. If she's going to sit here and be a cult leader, go do that in another country somewhere, girl. Leave us Americans out of that bullshit. Go to another country or somewhere. Just go buy an island so you can have your whole cult and be a dictator to your cult members and y'all can leave us alone. What the hell on? No one needs Candace at all. Except her cult. That's why they should all just go live on the island together. Leave the rest of us out of that. That way we can all continue on and live life while she's there being a cult leader and a dictator to her people. Don't force that shit on us. Oh, man. This is epic. So we got to check this out, y'all. So this is going to be 2 small clips of just a percentage, just a small percentage of the video evidence they have of the surveillance cameras from the UVU campus at the time that Charlie Kirk was assassinated, that they are going to be using as evidence in the murder trial. And you got the candy asses not understanding how video evidence works because they're just not figuring out, oh, cameras are a thing. Oh, no, because they're stupid. All right, let's get to this. I don't know if there's sound with this, but I'm going to play this, and then we're going to get to this Brian Harper lawsuit. So epic. Yeah, there's no sound on this. So y'all see him running across the top there. There's no sound on this. And she said that there's some lookalikes. I mean, unless we're talking about George, who's the damn lookalike? He's getting off this building by himself. I don't see anybody else up here. Y'all see anyone else up there? In this reality on Earth? Maybe in Candace land, they may see 3 or 4 other people up there, but they're not up there. And no matter what they think or feel, none of that matters in the court of law because it's not factual. So what we factually see is a man climbing down the side of the building after pulling the trigger on the gun. So unless it's George Farmer, this is Tyler Robinson. God. Look at that. Yeah, there he goes, running across the grass. George, were you here, George Farmer? What is that George's Dodge pickup truck? That black one? That Dodge, is that a Dodge Ram pickup truck? George, where you park it? Your dumb wife said that they're Tyler Robinson clones and lookalikes. You're one of them. So where did you park, George? Is that his truck? That sure look like your truck right there, that black Dodge Ram. Is that why you totaled your truck? No, that was in 2023. Never mind. George, where did you park? You would have had a whole new vehicle by now. This happened last year. He totaled the truck in 2023. So he would have a whole different vehicle. George, which car is yours? Where did you park at, George? Are you ever going to explain the black eye or no? You're just going to keep leaving it up to us to assume, because we can come up with theories all day. Candace does, and no one stops her, and she's an idiot. So there he is walking away. Maybe George picked him up and they went to Dairy Queen. Who knows? There he is over here, still walking away. And here's another video from the Associated Press. This is a different angle now because they have multiple cameras. So what you're seeing is him scaling down. This is a different camera angle. You see that? Good grief. So this is the stuff that they somehow, think, oh no, we didn't know this video evidence existed. What they have in court is the full feed of this. And they have multiple angles. And here Candace is talking about Tyler Robinson lookalikes. George Farmer is one of them. The end. We'll go with that. Candace. When you're that stupid. No, you had this comic girl. Oh, man. He's going to be like, why is Lady Luck Club accusing me of this? No, that's what Candace said. We're just going with it. This is fun. Can't make this up. Brian Harple is suing. Oh, we're here for it. Y'all, shout out to everybody up in here. Caleb, what's going on? Shout out to Mindy. Oh, man. Miss Kogo Juju. Shout out to my fantastic mods. I have the best mods on YouTube. Never let anybody tell you anything any different. Even Miss Snow in the lawsuit? Yes, he is. Miss Snow, now you're going to have to really withdraw that $145,000 out of that Save Go Now. Is that thing still up? Miss Snow is going to need the money. Candace, that was part of the deal, wasn't it? Mitch, if I raise some money for you, you got to say that you saw this girl at this fort on this military base, okay? I'll make sure I, raise enough money. I'm not going to give you any of my money, but I'll make sure you raise enough money for an attorney. Just in case you get sued. And it's not, he's going to have to withdraw out that $145,000. Anyone check the balance in that? It's got to be at $150,000 now. He's going to be asking for money. Mitch Snow will definitely be asking for more money. Y'all already know it. We already know that's going to happen. He is definitely asking for some more money. Can y'all please help? Now I'm being sued after I've, agreed to be brought into Candace's bullshit. Oh, Mitch Snow is a dumbass. Oh, man. All this is priceless. I'm still learning about candy ass. Oh, Miss Coco. They're like Umar Tardians, except dumber. And a lot more bots. Can't make this up. Oh, man. Debbie says, much watch. Acme, who created Time Magazine cover, blamed Trump and Laura Loomer, and info about George's lawsuits are real. Oh, yeah. Oh, we got it. Fax me. Hopefully we'll have him on the in the LLC over here. I gotta reach out to him on X. I haven't seen an email from him yet. She said anyone wearing maroon shirts. I know, right? Oh, y'all saw the thumbnail. Candace, we going all the way there. What's going on, Cheryl? How y'all? It's buffering on y'all's end, is it? John up in here, what's going on? Is it buffering? Last I saw it was over $149,000, so he almost at $150,000. The candy ass is going to be pumping in more money into that Save Go Now. How dare Brian sue anybody and exercise his constitutional rights to bring forth a lawsuit? Oh, they're going to be so mad. Oh, guess my phone has rabies. It's all right, Cheryl. Just reboot, girl. Come on back with us. Until then, y'all ready? We're going to get into it. In the U.S. District Court, y'all know what that means? This is a federal lawsuit. Then y'all, listen, LLC be on it. Did y'all not see my headliner the other day where I had federal lawsuit updates? Come on now. Did y'all notice my title the other day? Federal lawsuit updates. Y'all didn't see it? Because I can show y'all where I just had a video where I was going to go over a federal lawsuit. Never underestimate the power of Lady Luck Club and my research abilities. Candace, I told you had this coming, you dumb helper. I told you that, girl. Y'all, my live stream I did. Let's see. On yesterday, Candace Owens marathon federal lawsuit pump and dump update. That's another federal lawsuit in the state of Florida. And now you got this with Candace. Girl, you got it coming. You got it coming, girl. So that's man. We got to check on that one. Hoppo suing. Now Candace is being sued. In the U.S. District Court for the Middle District of Tennessee, Nashville Division, Brian Harpool, plaintiff, versus Candace Owens, Candace Owens LLC, Georgetown Inc., and Mitchell Snow. And just add George Farmer to it. I mean, he's the one with the money. He said he stands behind the camera, so he knows she lies like hell. Add him as well. George, I told you one day you're going to be listed as a co-defendant. Yeah, this is going out to Italy will not change this lawsuit. Oh no, it's not gonna stop it. There's a jury demand. Here's the complaint here. Y'all ready? We about to get in it. Plaintiff Brian Harpool hereby sues defendants Candace Owens LLC, Georgetown Inc., and Mitchell Snow for defamation and conspiracy to defame. Candace Owens, a wealthy, influential, and well-known conspiracy theorist with a massive social media following, falsely accused Brian Harpool of conspiring to assassinate Charlie Kirk. She did so in coordination with Mitchell Snow, fed Owens a completely and obviously fabricated story. First of all, they came up with that dumbass story together. Candace knew what Mitch Snow was going to say before she recorded that damn video. She knew it because she had already did an episode where she claimed he sent an email and that they had communicated with each other before he came on her show. She tells on herself every time her dumb ass goes live. She tells on herself. So Candace had already said that he had emailed her, contacted her with the email hotline, that tip line where y'all should be just trolling her at this point. And that they had talked offline. They knew what they were going to say. She would not have brought him on if it were not for him to say that he had spotted Erica Kirk somewhere on a military base. She planned all of that. And he went with it. Because who starts a Save Go Now, GoFundMe, whatever, simply because you did a collab in an interview with somebody? All of a sudden, I feel so bad for you making up this story about you being in the military and breaking every bone in your back. Y'all remember that? He claimed that he had broken every bone in his spine and all this stuff. And he had been trying to sue the government when they had dismissed his ass and told him to kick rocks for failure to state a claim. We went over those court documents. And she still raised all this money for him. And now guess what? He's definitely going to need it. Because he's been named in a federal lawsuit. Oh, man. Oh, this is something else. Oh, yeah, that's right. Zachary, listen. He claimed that the Zodiac killer was his father, genetically speaking. Like this man literally lied about somebody being his father. And if it be true, why not just present some DNA tests? I mean, get a paternity, get some genetic testing done and produce the test results. Let someone who is a descendant of this Zodiac person, let them do a genetic testing and produce those results. Otherwise, Miss Snow is lying like hell then, because he has the propensity to lie about huge and serious matters. I would never want to claim an infamous mass murderer as my father. That's some evil work right there. That's diabolical. As Rim put it, that's diabolical. They also say that in The Boys. It's some evil stuff. Who sits around and says, yeah, this mass murderer is my father? What you mean? Of all the people you could have lied about being your daddy, you pick a mass murderer that taunted the police? What you talking about? That's not a good thing to say. This is the type of person that Candace had come on her show with a bunch of fake IDs, look like, and claimed that he saw Erica Kirk on a military base and lied like hell with no evidence that he saw her on this Fort Huachuca, whatever. No evidence. No one cared if he was there. But he never proved that he saw her there. That's the problem. And Brian Harper. Oh, this is about to get good. So Brian Harper is going to need that $150,000, Candace. I hope you plan on telling your cult members to give him more money. Because them the only morons that's going to be giving him money towards any legal anything. Erica Kirk needs to go ahead and sue. Stop playing around, girl. Brian Harper, boy, he laying the foundation right here. This is so good. She did so in coordination with Miss Snow, who fed Owens a completely obviously fabricated story that Brian Harper met with Army intelligence officers and Erica Kirk, Charlie's now widow, at Fort Huachuca to plan the murder. Unsurprisingly, this lawsuit follows. Can't make this up. Jurisdiction and venue. Court has subject matter jurisdiction over this action pursuant to 28 U.S.C. That's United States Code Statute 1332A, because there is complete diversity of citizenship between the parties and the amount in controversy exceeds $75,000 exclusive of interest and costs. I do believe the minimum has to be 50, but if it's up to 75,000, even better. That means he could literally sue her for millions, and she's got the money because she does. Venue is proper in this court under 28 U.S.C. Statute 1391B1 and C2 because defendant Owens, Candace Owens LLC, and Georgetown Inc. reside in this judicial district, and this is where the defamation occurred. Venue is also proper under 28 U.S.C. Statute 1391B2 because a substantial part of the events or omissions giving rise to the claim occurred within this judicial district. Candace herself has said that she has defamed the Macrones. She just did it in the state of Tennessee. Oh, okay. Well, based on where you live, they figure out what district court would fall in that area, and that is where the lawsuit will go towards. It went to the middle district. This is a federal lawsuit, so they're not playing around. Middle District of Tennessee. Watch out. Parties. Plaintiff Brian Harper was a citizen resident of Texas, founder and head of Integrity Security Solutions, a private security firm, in or around 2018. Harper began working for the late Charlie Kirk with Integrity Solutions, providing security for TPUSA and protective services for Kirk from 22 to 25. Integrity Solutions provided these services for TPUSA and Kirk at Utah Valley University on September 10, 25, where Kirk was fatally shot. Harper seeks damages in excess of $75,000 on his behalf and on behalf of his closely held company, Integrity Solutions. I wish he would have named Integrity Solutions as a separate co-plaintiff, because then whatever judgment is rendered, that judgment would have to be rendered separately to the company that would be rendered to him. So he should have named his company separate as a separate co-plaintiff. But we'll take this, honey. We'll take it. Defendant Candace Owens is a resident, a citizen of Williamson County, Tennessee. She is a public commentator. She's a gossiper and a demon. Podcast and social media influencer with a substantial following on platforms including X, formerly Twitter, and YouTube. She is neither a journalist nor a reporter. Oh, man. About damn time somebody told the truth. Because she's not. She's not an investigator either. She just impersonates one violating federal laws. Oh, Candace. Oh, this is so good. Hey, no reply. Come on up in here. Oh, we're reading the lawsuit. This is good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, man. George is like, oh, he's probably calling his mom like, Mom, Mommy, Mama, Mom, Mom, come get me and the kids. We hope to leave the U.S. Candace has put a target upon us. What do you mean? I need a flight to the UK right now for me and 4 children. George, take the kids. You can't make this up. Candace is going to lose her mind for the next God knows how long ever it takes to get to the first hearing on this. And yes, she's going to file a motion to dismiss. No, she does not want to go to discovery. And she's still an idiot. Because her cult base really thinks, oh, this would be great. She wants to get to the discovery phase. Does she really? Then we should not expect to see a motion to dismiss filed in this. Just do an answer, Candace. Don't file a motion to dismiss if you want to get to the discovery phase. Make sure this proceeds forward. Don't ask for extensions or delay or stall like you're doing with the Macron lawsuit. Stalling the hell out of that. No, take your ass to court, girl. Prove to us you want to get to that discovery phase. Go ahead. Prove it to your court. They waiting, girl. Oh, man. Oh, I know George's parents are like, see, we told you not to marry that heifer. We told you. You were warned, George. We told you she was bad news. She was not a good person. And that she was not the one for you. You are a son of the Lord. Or whatever. We told you, and you were hard-headed and rebellious. What a rebel you are. However they say that. They're not going to give him any money to help Candace either. Let's get back to it. Once again, she is neither a journalist nor a reporter. God bless this statement. She publishes content through her podcast and X account at Real Candace O. Owens is the host of her podcast, Candace, which is published in video form on platforms such as YouTube, Rumble, and her website, CandaceOwens.com. Candace is also available in an audio-only format on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and other platforms where podcasts are available. This court has personal jurisdiction over Owens because she is domiciled in Tennessee. So, Candace, you can't say, oh, it's in the wrong state. No, your ass live there. Kick rocks. Defendant Candace Owens, LLC is a Delaware limited liability company with its principal place of business in Tennessee. Owens is the sole member and manager of Candace Owens, LLC, and resides in Williamson County. They're just kind of going over laying the groundwork for jurisdiction here, so I'm just going to move forward. Let's see. I'll read the last sentence. This court has personal jurisdiction over the LLC because its sole member is a citizen of Tennessee. Candace Owens, LLC owns, operates, and controls the @Real Candace O X account, which published several defamatory posts about Harper. I'll read this. Owens disseminated her false and defamatory statements through Candace Owens, LLC. So her channel, her X account, Instagram, Facebook, whatever else she has, all falls under that Candace Owens, LLC umbrella. Defendant Georgetown Inc. is a Delaware corporation with its principal place of business in Tennessee. Owens made false and defamatory statements on her podcast, Candace, which in addition to publishing on YouTube, she also published to her website, CandaceOwens.com, which is operated by Georgetown Inc. So her website falls under Georgetown Inc. All of her social media platforms falls under Candace Owens LLC. Why are there two different LLCs or incorporated companies like this? Who knows? But we all know Candace will create an LLC to hide money and assets. That Battery Lane Trust is going to come up real handy in this, Candace. Your Honor, Candace has two multi-million-dollar homes registered under the Battery Lane Trust. Make sure you include that as assets. Brian Harper, get both of them houses if you can, bro. Go for it. Oh, this is too good. Let's see here. They're still establishing jurisdiction. Let's see. Whereas Candace Owens LLC handles Owens social media, Georgetown Inc. manages podcast production, website content, and related media operations. Georgetown Inc. is liable to the same extent as Candace Owens because it publishes her content. This court has jurisdiction over Georgetown Inc. because its principal place of business is located in Tennessee. Georgetown Inc. owns, operates, and controls CandaceOwens.com. Owens' website, which hosts the episodes of her podcast, which contain defamatory statements regarding Harper. Defendant Miss Snow. Girl, Candace, you brought this clown into this, and he agreed. Go figure. He thought he was getting a lot of money. He thought he would get buku interviews and all that stuff. She was the one that said, everybody's going to be talking about Miss Snow. He did not expect this. Miss Snow, did you see this coming or what? Did she not tell you part of the deal is that you could possibly get sued for defamation? Because that's all Candace is prone to now. Defamation. This is a federal lawsuit, Mitchell Snow. You can't go in there talking about, well, the government did this to me in this day and blah, blah, blah. They're not going to give a damn. It will be objected to, irrelevant, and you will have to keep living. Make sure you go to court and receive service. Don't dodge service, you dumbass. You can't make this up. Candace, only you can pick them. So the defendant, Mitchell Snow, is a resident of Washington State. Court has personal jurisdiction over him because he purposefully availed himself of the laws of Tennessee on at least three separate occasions. One on December 8, 2025, Snow spoke with Owens, a Tennessee resident, fed her a false story that Harper was involved in a top secret meeting with high-ranking military officials to whom we still don't know who the hell they are, involving a plot to assassinate Charlie Kirk, and authorized Owens to tell this false story on her podcast, which is filmed and recorded in Tennessee. Two, at some point after December 9, 25, but before December 18, 25, Snow and Owens communicated a second time for the purpose of scheduling and coordinating Snow's December 18, 25 appearance on Owens' Tennessee-based podcast. What I tell y'all? They would have had to have communicated before he came on the show. It was not something impromptu, and then she dropped the link because she's not live. Her shows are pre-recorded and pre-scripted because Candace is not that smart. Candace, you are bad at this. Oh, Candace, on behalf of the Lady Luck Club, you are bad at this. You understand? You're being sued like hell now in federal court. Oh, you planned this crap with this idiot in advance because you don't do live streams. You pre-script and pre-record your shows, which means that communication would have to occur in advance. Guess what that goes towards? Starts with the letter I. What's the word? Come on, Candace, you can do it. 6 letters. 1 word. Starts with the letter I. What does that prove? The Luxers know. Pre-planned, pre-scripted, pre-recorded shows with pre-planned communication to defame someone. What does that prove? What does that show? Give me the word. It starts with the letter I. Oh, Zachary. Candace, it shows intent, you dumbass. 5 points for Zachary Clark. That shows intent, ladies and gentlemen. And that is one of the complaints being alleged in this complaint here. One of the statement of claims. Intent to defame. See, it wasn't just the defamation. There was an intent to defame. And there was maliciousness because she showed a reckless disregard of the truth. Because you know she's going to try to go in and say, well, I'm a journalist and I get to say this under free speech. And nope, defamation is not protected free speech. When it is provable false statements, that is not protected free speech. When you're presented with the opportunity to correct the record and you show a reckless disregard of the truth, that instantly speaks to malicious intent. Oh, it's all about intent, y'all. And to Candace, dollar bill. Oh, man. Candace showed intent to defame. Because she planned this bullshit from day one. There will be emails, texts. I'm sure she made some calls. Probably social media posts and personal DMs, however that works. And guess what they can do? They can subpoena for that information, Candace. So just because you think you're deleting it does not mean that it goes away. No, it can be subpoenaed from Twitter X or Instagram or YouTube, and they're going to cooperate with the subpoena. Oh, yes, they will. If your phone company, you sent text messages to him directly from your phone to his, yeah, your phone company can be subpoenaed. Yeah, they store this data on servers that can be retrieved. And because Candace is not that smart and Candy asses are dumb as hell, they have no concept of IT, forensic analysts, or any of that. You know, people who can actually go in and get the data if they needed to from the company. Oh, this is something else. If Mitchell Snow uses T-Mobile, T-Mobile will give up everything that the court asked for in any summons, a subpoena, any court order. If they want text messages and the call log, they're going to give it up. It's going to be epic. Candace, you won't be able to hide and keep that on the wraps, girl. Oh, man. And 3, on December 18, 2025, Snow appeared Owens, Tennessee-based podcast. So they planned it, and then he appeared and did the show. And then he said all that dumb stuff. As a direct result of his appearance on Owens' podcast, Snow caused Harpo reputational and other injury in Tennessee. Moreover, exercising jurisdiction over Snow does not offend traditional notions of fair and play and substantial justice because he could have and reasonably should have foreseen being hauled into a Tennessee federal court after he communicated with Owens, a Tennessee resident, and appeared on her Tennessee-based podcast for the sole purpose of spreading a fabricated story regarding Harpo. In other words, Candace, you didn't give him a heads up that he could be sued like hell. They're saying he should have seen this coming. The moment he agreed to go on her dumb show, he should have saw this coming down the pipeline. You know, I foresee in my future. I've had dreams about bees and visions and all this stuff. One of those things, I saw one of the bees tell me, you're going to be sued in a federal court of law. Mitch Snow should have saw this coming down the line. As a matter of fact, Candace could have just warned him and told him, you know, as a part of the deal, Mitch, for you lying and saying all these dumb things that make no sense that neither one of us can prove, you're going to get hit with a lawsuit. I'll make sure I go ahead and start helping you fundraise in advance. Miss Snow, you got $150,000 at your disposal. Go get you an attorney, you dumbass. Oh, man, they said he should have seen it coming. Alternatively, even if Snow's direct individual contacts with Tennessee are deemed insufficient on their own, this court possesses personal jurisdiction over Snow under a theory of specific personal jurisdiction based on conspiracy liability. So even with just the intent to defame, but a conspiracy to defame, he had this prior communication with Candace's behind. He emailed her, they talked to each other, and he conspired this whole dumb story. So at the very least, he still has that level of liability, even if he had not gone on her show. And she called him by name. Candace, we would not have known who he was had you not said his name. You didn't have to bring forth this moron to the public. You chose to do that. And he agreed. He didn't fight back. Not one time did Miss Snow ever say, she forced me to come on her show and say this. So now he can't decry that after the fact. You wait till you get hit with a federal lawsuit, and you want to turn around and say, well, I didn't actually agree to do it. I didn't feel like I had a choice. She forced me. You know, she's a cult leader, and these cult members are something else. The candy asses are, insufferable. Mitch Snow, I'm not giving you ideas, you dumbass. Take your ass to court. But if he tries to pull that stunt, I wouldn't be shocked. Because anything to get out of a federal lawsuit, right? So if he comes out talking about, I didn't willfully go there. I mean, I got caught up, and after a point, I just didn't feel I had a choice. So I felt, pressured and coerced to do the show after having talked with her. And I didn't tell her these things. She kind of convinced me to believe it. And she convinced me to go along with it. See here, look at all these text messages and emails we have. Where, you can tell her tone has changed. Where she's trying to convince me that these things occurred. And I know I didn't see Eric. I didn't see Erica Kirk and Brian Harpole on a military base. I know that. But she convinced me that I saw these people. She also convinced me that she never had a yeast infection. And I don't know why the hell I stopped believing. Oh, that yeast infection's got to be an itching and a burning, Candace. How's Grimace Yeasty doing down there? Grimace Yeasty, did you enjoy your trip to Italy? I heard Candace was wearing white. That doesn't clash well with all that purple. Candace. Well, that yeast infection is flared the hell up to level 1,000. Candace is on 1,000,000 right now. Oh, this is priceless. Candace, he's going to try to find a way to blame all of this on you. I hope you know that. Mitch Snow is going to show you exactly how bad of a liar he really is. Just as bad as you are. But he's going to say and do whatever he can to curb the liability, because he, unlike you, does not have millions of dollars. Oh, no. Mitchell Snow, you don't have $50 million at your disposal. Candace does. You don't. So your best bet would be to cooperate. This is priceless. Oh, man. What's going on, Wyoming Gal? How you doing? Shout out to my boss. How y'all doing? Don't stop. What's up in here? What's up? What's up? Harry Myers is his name. This is the name he used in the military. He was not Miss Snow while he in the military. Oh, they're going to definitely go back and get his records, because he claimed that he was a veteran. Y'all recall that. He claimed he was a military veteran. What judges do not like is stolen valor. They don't like for you to lie about that, especially in a federal lawsuit. Oh, hell no. You're not going to go to a district court and lie to a federal judge about stolen valor. That would not be in your best interest, Mitch Snow. So you do know they're going to pull up your past. They don't care what the hell you changed your name to. They want to know all your names. All of them. Whatever you refer to yourself as when you did these shows, which is Mitchell Snow, is why they're naming him as that, as the defendant, because that is the name he used on Candace's show. But understand they are going to get discovery out of you and get some background information. Lie about that military service if you want to that district court judge who will not be in the mood for your bullshit. And there's a jury demand, people. So when this goes to trial, it will be a jury trial. So it'll be a jury of their peers that'll be looking at all the evidence and finding a fact, utilizing the law, federal laws, to determine liability. Candace, this is not going to end well for you. Oh, y'all, this is something else. Oh, we going in. I'm just soaking this in. Alternatively, even if Snow's direct and individual contacts with Tennessee are deemed insufficient on their own, this court possesses personal jurisdiction over Snow under the theory. I read all that. Tennessee law recognizes that an out-of-state defendant involved in a conspiracy who lacks sufficient minimum contacts may nevertheless be subject to jurisdiction because of a co-conspirator's contacts with the forum. So because he is connected to this goon that lives in the state of Tennessee, and he communicated with her and concocted this conspiracy, then he is subjected to the jurisdiction of that co-conspirator. Yeah, Lord, we thank you. And we got case law. Chenault v. Walker. And then this is a Tennessee 2001 case. There's a full citation right there. Y'all, oh, this is so good. Under this doctrine, the in-state acts of a co-conspirator are imputed to the out-of-state defendant, thereby satisfying the constitutional requirements of minimum contacts. As further alleged herein, Snow entered into a conspiracy with Owens for the express purpose of engaging in a coordinated and deliberate campaign designed to defame Harpole and ruin his reputation. Because that's exactly what they did. They talked about it, emailed about it, texted about it, communicated about it before they did their bum ass show. And then they got on the show and they executed this conspiracy. Yep. Owens and Snow agreed that Owens would use her network, including her podcast, website, and social media accounts, all of which are controlled by either Candace Owens LLC or Georgetown Inc., to promote and publish Snow's fallacious narrative that Harpole was involved in a plan with the United States to have Kirk assassinated. Y'all, they allege that the U.S. military, the U.S. armed forces, the president, vice president, executive members of the executive branch of government were involved in the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Candace stated that the entire U.S. military, the Army in particular, were aware and a part of Charlie Kirk's assassination with no evidence. Candace, the judge, is going to be so pissed to hear that. Oh, they're going to be so mad. To promote and publish Snow's fallacious narrative that Harpole was involved in the plan with the U.S. to have Kirk assassinated, crucially, Snow knew, or had reason to know, that substantial acts in furtherance of the agreed-upon conspiracy would occur in Tennessee, as Owens is a Tennessee resident. Her podcast is recorded and broadcast from Tennessee, and her website and social media accounts are operated from entities whose principal places of businesses are in Tennessee. Furthermore, Owens acts in furtherance of the conspiracy, specifically recording and publishing defamatory remarks from Tennessee are tortious acts. These acts are a type which, if committed directly by Snow as a non-resident, would independently subject him to personal jurisdiction under Tennessee's long-arm statute. Because Snow conspired with Owens, who he knew to be a resident of Tennessee, to utilize a Tennessee-based media apparatus to effectuate a defamatory campaign, the state of Tennessee has a substantial connection to the conspiracy. Accordingly, Owens' acts are improperly imputed to Snow, and this court has personal jurisdiction over Snow. Period. Point blank. Facts. Let's get to it. Candace Owens' backstory. Candace Owens is an entertainer, a dumb one at that. She also does not know the difference between the letter N and the number 9. If I saw that in this complaint, you all, I would be rolling on the floor right now. If someone be bold to put that in as background facts in a lawsuit complaint, I would turn my camera on and go run outside and laugh my ass off. In recent years, her brand has been to use her sizable social media platform to spread salacious and mostly baseless stories to her millions of followers. You know, her quote. These platforms are monetized. The more followers she has and the more views her content receives, the more money she makes. Because that's what it's all about to her. Likes, views, subs, clicks, and money. And her cult members leave comments and posts and messages reaffirming that. They don't debunk it at all. They're not even helping. Candace, that's how dumb your cult is. That's why she doesn't give a damn about her cult members. She's like, oh, you guys are not helping. You keep leaving these comments saying I'm doing this for the money. She is not subject to any editing or oversight or professional ethics. The accuracy of her statements is irrelevant to her income. She monetizes the defamation she slings. Yep. The more she lies, the more money she makes. Throughout her career, if you can call it that, Owens has demonstrated a pattern of seeking public attention and media exposure. In an apparent effort to maintain relevance and increase engagement on her platform, Owens repeatedly makes inflammatory and highly controversial statements. For example, Owens has been publicly quoted as stating, Jewish people were the ones that were trading us, Black people. Jewish people were in control of the slave trade, and that the Mengele's twin experiments were actually bizarre propaganda. Oh, Candace, you're an idiot. 2019, Owens hosted a podcast on PragerU's YouTube channel where she interviewed conservative figures and provided commentary on current events. From 21 to 24, Owens hosted her show Candace on the Daily Wire, but in 24, the Daily Wire terminated its relationship with Owens following months of controversy arising from anti-Semitic remarks she made on the program. Candace has an affinity for Hitler, and who knows why. You can't make this up. Y'all. Oh, boy. For those who are just coming in, hit the like button, first of all. Let's not be insulting. Secondly, Candace Owens is being sued, along with Mitch Snow's dumbass, and we're here for it. And it's a federal lawsuit. Woo, child. Brian Harper, I'm so glad you listened to me. I don't know what to tell you. Come on, Erica Kirk. You're next. And get a protection order, because, you know, Candace, she's going to try to do something stupid. She wants you dead, girl. You got to get a protection order. I've been saying that for six months. Candace Owens wants Erica Kirk dead. Erica Kirk should have gotten a protection order against this dumb demon 6 months ago, because I've been calling it this whole time. Hit the 4 if you know I've been calling this one. When Brian Harper did that interview with the other podcaster, what's his name? I don't remember his name. When he did that interview, I said, this man has a lawsuit on his hands. A federal lawsuit at that. What he described was tort. Definitely defamation with malicious intent. And I would just cover the bases in case Candace tries to come back and say, well, I'm a journalist and you got to prove malicious intent for me. Oh, okay, well, we already did that, you idiot. So, regardless, I would just lay the foundation to that. Whether you consider her to be a journalist or not, if she comes back with that defense, have that malicious intent requirement already proven, and have your evidence ready to present to support the malicious intent. We tried to get her to correct the record. She ignored it. And then she doubled down. And she thought we were for play. So here we are in the end. We're ready to get this going. Candace, don't start stalling this lawsuit, girl. After Owens' departure from the Daily Wire, she started her own independent podcast, Candace. Format of Candace is similar to her predecessor podcast. Typical episode of Candace involves Owens discussing and providing her own thoughts and commentary on current events and other trending topics. Occasionally, Owens' podcast will depart from its normal format, and she will interview a guest, one that kisses her ass. Owens live streams her podcast every weekday to her almost 6 million YouTube subs, approximately 523,000 Rumble followers. Owens posts her podcast in video form to her X, formerly Twitter account, at Real Candace O for her 7.8 mil followers. Her podcast can also be found in audio form on other podcast services such as Apple Podcasts and Spotify, where they are listened to millions more times. Millions more times. That's what they say. Okay. Each episode of her podcast is viewed or listened to by tens of millions of people. Her podcast discussions are presented in a manner designed to maximize attention, regardless of the verifiable falsity of many of her claims. Many of the damn lies she tells can be proven false, and she still doubles down, showing malicious intent. And she still doubles down and keep lying, repeating the same dumb lie, because her cult following hear the same lie 16 times and somehow they just believe it to be true with no evidence. Once again, they don't help her at all. They actually prove our point. The more they repeat her dumb lies, the more they're proving her influence. Does that make sense? Because you can have 7 million followers, but if you're only really influencing 10% of them, that's incomparable to someone that has influence over 70% of her audience. And then you can show that they are actually being influenced by repeating her talking points in comments in the live stream chats, to which they enter in their own peril over here in the LLC, and on posts everywhere all over social media. And her main culprit followers, her cult members, will sit up and post up, oh, breaking news, blah, 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 like Project Constitution does. And they'll just repeat her talking points as if what she's saying is factually proven when it's not. But they report it to be a set of facts. And then they get mad when they get hit with a cease and desist because they're idiots and they don't read. What they are proving is her wide reach influence. Because I'm not going to repeat something if I'm not convinced that this is true. If I don't even have the same thought process, or if I don't agree, even just based on my opinion and commentary of it, I'm not going to repeat or retweet what someone says if I don't align with their views. For what? So the fact that they do this every day, all day on social media, they are actually proving her wide reach influence on them, which is one of the things you need to show. Look at the damage being done, because when she says things, look at the influence that it has. All the doxing and the harassment and targeting and stuff that they do as well, that are all cyber crimes. They're willing to go the distance because they're being influenced by what she says. And that is going to be crucial in court when it comes down to looking at the damages being caused and what should be awarded. Does that make sense? Hit the 4. Just so the cult members, because they think I'm joking around when I say that they're not helping her at all. No, they're proving our point. Every time they come in here and remind me how much money she has, you're proving my point when I say that she does this for the money. That she's rich and wealthy. Why are you giving her your rent money? It makes no sense. Cult members are stupid too, but whatever. It's their money. They worked hard for it and they want to give up their mortgage money to her. That's on them. But then they think that they're proving a point by reminding me that she's a multimillionaire. I don't give a damn. What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? Or to end up with federal lawsuits? She's being sued in a federal court of law. I don't give a damn that she's a multimillionaire. She's also paying up a bunch of money to attorney's fees and court costs. So what? Oh, this is priceless. That's why I could care less about what they say, because they don't say anything that moves me. Only one time one came in and tried to threaten my life. But otherwise, what do I give a damn that she's a multimillionaire when she's spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on attorney's fees because she's now being sued in a federal court? And there are more to come. More people are about to start dropping lawsuits on her. People have had to uproot their lives because of her BS around Charlie Kirk's assassination that she weaponized for financial gain. And once the one drops from Erica Kirk, that's it. That's man. When I say we're gonna be on that like white on rice, Candace, I told you, heifer. You dug this hole for yourself. You were warned, and you ignored it, and you doubled down on this. So this is exactly what you deserve. This is Candace Owens' Achilles heel. And how you tear that bad boy up, take her ass to court. Everything can't be rectified in the court of public opinion. No one cares about what people think on social media when you've got people doxing you, harassing you, targeting you, and causing you reputational harm and injury. You're having to move and take your family somewhere to keep them safe from a bunch of brain dead cult members that want to see your demise. Not because they ever really cared about Charlie Kirk or TPUSA, but because Candace Owens has that much power and influence on them. And Candace, you can't separate the two simply because you're being hit with federal lawsuits. I mean, like any other cult member, cult leader, own up to it. Go to court and say, yes, I'm a cult leader. Nature Boy did. Own up to it. Stand on that. Your cult members make sure that they remind us that you do this for clicks, views, likes, and money. Why can't you own up to it? Your cult does. They confirm that every time they enter my chat. They remind us every time they come up in here the influence that you have on them. So you can't say that your words mean nothing, that it has no power to cause someone to be doxxed and harassed. Yeah, they do. So own up to it, you dumb cult leader. We're here for it. And the judge is not going to take counter to this BS that you and Miss Snow did. Not at all. Especially if he's lying about stolen valor. Oh, man. Oh, that's... Miss Snow, you go to court and that jury finds out that you're lying about your military history. They're going to rail it in. God. Her podcast discussions are presented in a manner designed to maximize attention, regardless of the verifiable falsity of many of her claims. Owens describes herself as an investigative journalist, which she's not, though her work primarily consists of commentary, interviews, and opinion-driven content rather than investigative reporting. Owens is nothing more than an entertainer and not an investigative journalist like she claims. I wholeheartedly agree with that. Owens regularly uses her podcast as well as her X account to promote and discuss conspiracy theories, often selecting topics that are controversial or trending to attract views and increase engagement. For example, Owens has used her podcast and social media accounts to platform baseless and malicious conspiracies such as Brigitte Macron, the First Lady of France, is secretly transgender. 2, the moon landing was fake. And 3, a slew of anti-Semitic conspiracy theories, including but not limited to that Shabbat Lubavitch, a sect of Hasidic Jewry, is dangerous, responsible for the Iran war, and is building secret tunnels throughout the U.S., and that the Israeli Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu was responsible for the attacks of September 11, 2011, as well as general Holocaust denial in the form of downplaying and questioning the extent of the Third Reich's eradication of the Jewish people. This is only a small sample of the erroneous and malicious rhetoric Owens advances. She also expands her reach by retweeting other conspiracy theorists and those who otherwise monetize hate and malice. Candace, is the SPLC funding you? I mean, are they giving you money? Candace, they got exhibits in here. Oh, y'all, this is 69 pages. We don't have to split this up. Candace, they got exhibits. Y'all see this exhibit right here? Let me zoom in. This is a post from her Twitter X account. It says here, you murdered 3,000 Americans on 9/11 for starters and something else. And then you got Bibi Netanyahu down here. Somebody named Akin Netanyahu. You see the difference. The tyrants of Tehran target civilians. We target the tyrants of Tehran to protect civilians. Somebody said, I don't know who that is. But this is her reach and influence. Other people repeat her dumb nonsense without reading a book. So you can't say you don't have influence, Candace, because it's right here. It's proven on your post. Then she wrote this. Remember, they're digging tunnels in New York and cities all across America. Name the other cities and show us the evidence of these tunnels that they built and that they're digging. Not tunnels. No, tunnels they have dug. And how do you link that back to them? Where's the evidence of that? This is coming from the moron that can't show us transactions coming from the French president to Club de Sant for her alleged so-called fictitious assassination attempt. While she still goes to Dollywood theme park and Christmas parties, talking about, oh, people want me dead. What do you mean? Girl, if you don't get your bum ass out my Christmas party, go home, Candace Owens. You don't go to Christmas parties if you got a target on your back. No. People are going to put on a fight or flight response. They're going to protect themselves. I'm not going to go around a bunch of people. If I'm sitting here saying that the leader of another country, assassins and operatives are looking for me to take me out, my family going to be like, listen, we love you, but you got to stay at home. We got kids. We got a dog, a cat, loved ones and friends. You can't come around us. What if they come out here and they get all of us trying to hit you? No, don't come over here. Candace still going to theme parks and Christmas parties. No, ma'am. That's not how the hell that works, Candace, and you know it. She wouldn't be able to come to my neighborhood. Child, please. We've been got her ass on. Then you got to get your ass on up out here. So all this stuff, this is a post she put up talking about tunnels and stuff all over the U.S. because she just says random dumb things with no evidence. And it just kind of throws more stupid stuff out there. This is an exhibit in the lawsuit. Y'all, this is it's 69 pages in this filing. I know we're not going to get to all of it today, but we're going to get through this. Owens targets Harper. On September 10, 2025, Charlie Kirk was assassinated while speaking at UVU in Orem, Utah. Law enforcement identified Tyler Robinson as the assassin, and he is currently facing capital murder charges. To this day, neither law enforcement nor any other serious person has suggested that Robinson acted on behalf of or in connection with any other person or entity. Candace, you said he had lookalikes. I said we're going to go with that. George Farmer is one of them. Because that's funny to me. How you can say that and not think that George Farmer could be a Tyler Robinson lookalike. You're going to learn to stop putting your foot in your mouth, heifer. Oh, man. On the day of the assassination, Harpool and his company, Integrity Solutions, were responsible for providing security for Charlie Kirk. Neither Harpool nor his company, Integrity Solutions, Security Solutions, had knowledge of, were involved in, acted negligently with respect to, or participated in any cover-up of the assassination. The lack of evidence indicating foul play did not stop commentators from crafting their own conspiracy theories surrounding the assassination. Commonly spread theories included the existence of a second shooter who utilized a trap door and tunnel system to gain access to Kirk's speaking engagement. What was the trap door again? Yet Candace never went to the campus to point out that trap door. It's funny how she never went there herself and did a live stream recording the trap door because she's dumb. 2, Kirk was killed by a small explosive device instead of a bullet, because no ballistics would prove any explosive device. Oh, God. 3, UVU's quick deconstruction of the crime scene was done to cover up a larger conspiracy because of reasons. And 4, the United States government intended to assassinate Kirk with Harpool involved in the alleged scheme. Owens is the most high-profile spreader of baseless Charlie Kirk conspiracy theories, but she is not the only one. Her actions have encouraged and emboldened and otherwise given cover to other people to jump on the Charlie Kirk conspiracy bandwagon, which is awful. Because why not just leave his widow and 2 children alone and go do anything else in life? Start with reading a book I recommend Dr. Seuss because, these people are simple. Now, Candace would rather obsess over Erica Kirk 24/7. Erica Kirk is living rent-free in Candace's head, and Candace's cult members see nothing wrong with that. Candace has literally said, I have sources and direct contacts in her building that let me know what she's doing. Why? She's a grown woman. She's not studying you. Candace, don't you have a girlfriend to tend to? Oh, Lord. Hi, y'all. So you see the images here of this Blake person replying to TPUSA and Kid Rock. His name is Brian Harple because doxing. The detonator trigger is under his shirt, below his armpit, along upper rib cage. I would have named this Blake person. Yep. Because you're sitting here being an idiot, so be named in a lawsuit. I would have named his ass. Then he got here descriptions on this stuff. The remote control is in his front right pant pocket. This is what caused the audio interference. Because evidence somehow does not exist in the mind of this Blake person. Evidence. He didn't give a damn about that. You think the court and the judge give a damn about Blake walking the earth? No, they don't. See, that's what the candy ass cult members don't realize. The court of law could care less about what you people think. But in times like this, where federal lawsuit is being filed for defamation and a conspiracy to defame, where you can also prove malicious intent, this right here becomes valuable. Why not name Blake? Name his ass. All these posts coming from these morons. You can't make this up. Shortly after the assassination, Owens began disseminating content asserting that Kirk was betrayed by individuals close to him, that the government orchestrated a cover-up of the assassination, that TPUSA was implicated in the event, and advancing numerous additional conspiracy theories suggesting that somebody other than Tyler Robinson was involved in the murder. Because all of this is in video evidence and posts that people can hear and read when it goes to trial. Candace, you can't tell the jury what they should hear and read when it comes to the video evidence where they can put on the closed caption, get the transcripts, and see the words coming out of your mouth. They can hear what you're saying. They will be able to read your post where you said that Erica Kirk killed her husband and that she should have gone to jail. You call for the jailing of an American citizen that had not committed a crime. And now you're trying to renege on it? No, why don't you and the candy-ass cult members just stand on that dumb nonsense? Stand on it. It's in videos. You can't eradicate that. And even if you try to take the videos down, Candace, guess what YouTube is going to do? YouTube is going to comply with any subpoena to give up those videos that you thought you deleted. And you know that many people have downloaded those videos. Don't you think the attorneys have all the videos they need? They might even get forwarded video clips of you saying other things to help out Brian Harple's lawsuit, this federal lawsuit. Because people will do that. Oh, yeah, we will. We will definitely send Brian Harple video evidence and posts as we come across it that could help him with his federal lawsuit. Absolutely. Candace, because you had this coming. Oh, there's something else. For example, on October 10, 25, Owens posted to X, think I've been pretty clear from the beginning that Charlie was set up. Someone removed the bullet before it got to Emmy office. I thought it was an explosive device. Y'all see how she contradicts herself and lies? She can't even stick to one thing. Someone removed the bullet. Why acknowledge a bullet? If you thought it was an explosive device, didn't Blake say it was an explosive device? How did we get with bullet? Your cult leader said bullet. She used the word bullet. Why would you do that if you believe that it's an explosive device? That's how dumb they are. Watch out. Oh, here, we're going to send him everything. I just want to say hello to everybody that's in here tuning in. Diane, what's going on, honey? Sifa up in here. Yeah, get in a few comments, y'all. Oh, this is something else. Yeah, I hope Erica moved too for her safety and for the kids. Candace, you're a dumb demon. And you said out loud, you got people, sources, and contacts in her building. You admitted to stalking this woman that's got 2 minor children. So hopefully she moved. Can y'all hear me? Nope. Still can't hear? Can y'all hear? Oh no. Can y'all hear me? Something's moving. Hit the 4 if you can't. Yes. Ah, yeah. All right. Glove flow. Glove flow said yes. All right. Cool. Thank you. Who y'all? All right. Let's get back to this. Oh, this lawsuit. Candace. Oh, Candace, you're in so much trouble. So Candace used the word bullet, even though she was talking about explosive devices and all this other stuff. She had her people saying, "Oh, it was an explosive device." And we saw the post from Blake up here. Blake Bednarz. Is that his name? Bednarz. Is that his real name? Whoever this Blake Bednarz is. Yeah, no, all he did was reiterate this crap that Candace said with no evidence. But yet, she has a post where she used the word bullet, not explosive device. Funny how that works, huh? Oh, did he? Oh, shout out to, as Edie Maurice says it, pyramid tactic. Oh man, we got to end with her. And she did another video. It's funny. Let's see here. So someone removed the bullet before it got to ME office, where there was only a fragment of it left. So her acknowledging a bullet means that it came from a gun. Funny how all of a sudden she doesn't believe a bullet existed and it's some explosive device. She would rather go with the conspiracy than ballistic tests and evidence and proof that a bullet actually existed. Are you kidding? They know exactly what kind of gun he was shot with, and they know it wasn't a rifle from a rooftop. Also, you're acknowledging a gun too? Not this explosive device dumb crap that Blake said? Funny how the cult members aren't saying exactly what their cult leader is saying. Blake said there was a detonation trigger under his shirt. You're saying there was a gun and a bullet, not some sort of explosive device of some sort with a detonator. Now, what changed your mind, Candace? I wonder. Can't make this up. As further alleged herein, what began as Owens' generalized conspiracy theories about the assassination quickly escalated into a sustained campaign to publish and disseminate dozens of social media posts and YouTube videos falsely implicating Harpool in Kirk's assassination. On her October 27, 25 podcast episode, Charlie's Angels or Demons, Owens highlighted actions by Kirk's team members, i.e. the cameraman taking a selfie, video shortly after the shooting walking away, and questioned how they knew Charlie Kirk was dead before confirmation implying their insider knowledge or complicity. A few weeks later, Owens said, in real life, when you spend millions of dollars on security, on your security detail, they don't have you sitting like a sitting duck and forgot to have an ambulance behind you. Yeah, because she doesn't understand how any of that operates. I mean, of course, she's going to say something so stupid. You know who did not correct her? Brandon Tatum. And he claims as someone who has a security company. Funny how he never corrected her on this stuff when he could have last year. He's a coward. Owens has likewise labeled the post-shooting behavior of Kirk's security team as shady. She remarked they then put down pavers almost immediately and re-leveled that area. I do find that to be quite shady. I don't know what they were doing. You never even went there, so who cares? Candace never went to UVU because she would have went live. She would have taken photos. Somebody would have spotted her. They would have taken photos, done a live stream. Because she's someone you can recognize and spot, even with a hat on. Candace Owens going to UVU would raise eyebrows and get attention. Why she didn't take her bum ass out there, I don't know. But she could have. So to say I don't know what they're doing, just go out there and find out. On November 17, 2025, after Owens and other conspiracy theorists had already implicated Harpole and his team in the assassination, Harpole appeared on the Sean Ryan show. There we go. That's the show I was thinking about. I can remember his name. Sean Ryan show, solely to respond to and rebuke the defamatory statements. On or about November 25, 2025, Harpole was interviewed by Gary Milton with Paramount Tactical for the purposes of rebuting more defamatory statements. As of the date of this complaint, the 2 podcast appearances remain isolated responses undertaken by him to defend his reputation in response to defamatory statements made by others. So what do you all think that is? Because remember now, in case she claims, I am a member of the press and a journalist and a blah, blah, blah. Because she lied about having 2 degrees. She's never shown evidence on that. They want to prove malicious intent. Malicious intent is when you show a reckless disregard of the truth. And in order to do that, you have to show that you, in good faith, presented the facts, and the evidence, and the truth, debunked the false statements, and that the person doubled down and disregarded your evidence and your factual information. And that's what Candace has done with multiple people. Malicious intent is not something that's difficult to prove when it comes to anyone suing her over Charlie Kirk. Because this girl has lied continuously over and over again using some of these same narratives over a period of days, like the Egyptian plane crap. She even revisited that weeks after she had stopped talking about it. Some of these theories that she put out there, she recycled over an extended period of time. So despite the interviews that she saw, she watched, she still went back, responded to them, and doubled down on it. That goes to show malicious intent. This girl reacted to the interview that he did with Sean Ryan and still tried to lie about his role. So she can't say, well, I didn't see it. I didn't know that he put this information out. She would be lying her ass off. I am so ready for this girl to be deposed. It's not even funny. Dear God, Brian Harpole, if you're listening, please have your attorney depose Candace Owens and put her ass under oath. Candace, I want you to tell it all and lie your ass off while you're under oath. Please do that. Let that happen. Go all the way there, girl. Just lie your ass off under oath. Please do it. Oh, man. This is something else. Despite his 2 podcast appearances, Harpole remains a private individual and not a limited purpose public figure. He has social media accounts that he does not use for posting content. He has no public platforms to effectively rebuke or counteract statements, and his involvement in the controversy is limited to 2 defensive appearances. He did not seek publicity or attempt to influence public debate, and his participation in the controversy was limited to defending himself against statements directed to him. 2 podcast appearances to respond to allegations does not meet Tennessee's standard for limited purpose public figure status. See, Charles v. McQueen. This is a case law here, Tennessee, 2024 case. Trigg v. the Elk Valley Times. This is from 1986. Should the defendants claim Harpole is a public figure or a public figure for a limited purpose, Harpole expressly preserves his right to allege and prove actual malice. There we go. What I tell y'all? What I tell y'all? Oh, man. And he will not have a hard time doing it. Oh, I love it when I'm on the money. I'm telling y'all, he would not have a hard time proving actual malice. Oh, Candace, you malicious dumb goon. And we have case law. Candace, I know you don't know what case law is, but you might want to ask your attorneys. You didn't get your attorneys, girl. You're going to have to hire more attorneys. The one she had for the Macrons, they're quitting. They're like, no, we want to withdraw. You can kiss our ass. Now she got to get some attorneys to represent her on this federal lawsuit. Oh, man. Make sure you ask them about case law, Candace. You'll need to know that. Harpole's attempt to rebuke Owens' defamatory statement soon proved fruitless, as the very next day, Owens stated on her podcast that Harpole should be fired due to his purported failure to ensure adequate perimeter security during Kirk's speech. She additionally claimed that after the shooting, Harpole ran over to Kirk with his small, supposed-to-be medical bag, and that he lied about drone availability, with Owens asking, is this how these assassinations happen? Because she's a moron. Candace, you're going to have to explain that to a jury. Oh, I hope he wins millions of dollars. I hope he wins millions and millions of dollars. Oh, my God. Oh, my neck and back. Are you going to do a video of City Girl running in Fulton County? Yeah, I've done videos on Tiffany Higgins. Yep. But we definitely going over this lawsuit. Candace, you had this coming. Oh, later in the episode, Owens explained that prior to the event on September 9, 25, Harpole corresponded with a Chief Long about securing rooftop access. She then accused Harpole of criminal negligence, something she cannot do because she's not an investigator or well-read or educated or prosecutor or judge. She's nothing. So, she can't accuse someone of committing a crime. And to do that, knowing that you don't have any evidence to prove it, guess what? That's defamatory, Candace. You cannot accuse someone of committing a crime because that can be proven. There will be court documents. You wanted Erica Kirk to be jailed, and you couldn't even conjure up a crime on her. You accused him of criminal negligence. Criminal, a word you should not ever use. You have no idea what it's defined to be. So, yeah, no, that's the epitome of defamation. Accusing someone of having committed a crime. Accusing a court of law of levying some action against someone for criminal activity, such as somebody lying that you have a warrant for your arrest. Oh, that's a hell of a lie. What you mean? Then you lying on prosecutors, a judge, a court. Candace, you have no idea who all you're lying on and what that lie involves when you accuse someone of committing a crime. You'll find out. Asserting that he did not follow up with Chief Long about securing the roof. She then stated Harpole should have followed up because it's your job and Charlie paid you millions of dollars to not pass the buck. Also, you asked the police chief an either or question and he said he got you covered. What does that mean? No follow-up? Because Candace doesn't understand words. That's what Charlie was paying for. That's obviously absurd. That's not an answer that should be accepted by anyone. On the basis of that answer, you, Harpole and his team, should all be fired because she doesn't understand how security works either. Owens would repeat multiple times throughout the episode that Harpole should be fired because of his alleged failure to protect Kirk on September 10, 25. So her, advocating and campaigning for him to be fired is called tortious interference. You're interfering with his ability to make money, you dumb crow. Candace, you are one brainless heifer. You understand? All that yeast infection's got to be flared up. Oh, good grief. So here's where the tort comes in. You want this man to stop making money. You want his business to fail where he's not generating revenue or anything because you feel some type of way and you don't understand 2 and 3 syllable words. Can't make this up. This is all false, as all communications with Chief Long were handled by Dan Flood. Harpo was not involved. Let's go figure. The following day on Owens' November 1925 podcast episode, Charlie Kirk and the Crossing of the Delaware, she repeated her accusations that Harpo and his team misrepresented the availability of drones, claiming he was not convincing at all. No one cared about him being convincing to you, girl. No one cared. What happened? What? Wait, with the Macron lawsuit, and there is no way plus Laura Loomer coming after her. She is stressed. You can tell. Oh, yeah, she's in panic mode. Stiefel said LSC Cancer claims it's a PR stunt. What? The lawsuit? Oh, Candace. Cadence. All the names that her cult members call her in my chat. Candace. There's no PR stunt about this court filing. You were sued and served. You moron. You do understand, for a federal lawsuit, we can look at the court docket. Keep lying about this being a PR stunt. And all he's going to do is keep telling the truth on you in the court of law. You might want to shut the hell up. Or keep talking. Either way, it don't bother me none, girl. Candace, you'll learn. This is a federal lawsuit. Keep on, girl. Oh, man, you just giving more information over to that jury. Come on, girl. Keep putting your foot in your mouth. We love it. Oh, Lord. He was not convincing at all, as if anybody owes her any level of convincing. During his appearance on the Sean Ryan podcast and alleging that the federal government is using him to spread falsehoods, including the claim that Kirk was shot with a different, smaller caliber weapon. Like before, Owens did not produce evidence that Harpo acted negligently in the lead up to Kirk's assassination, or that he was dishonest in his interview with Sean Ryan. Up to this point, Owens' attacks were primarily confined to Harpo's alleged job failures. But beginning with the December 9/25 episode of her podcast, Owens began accusing Harpo of direct involvement in the assassination. On Owens' December 9/25 podcast episode, Charlie Kirk's last trip to Asia, Owens opened by teasing that she had uncovered new evidence regarding Kirk's assassination. Funny how she doesn't understand the definition of the word evidence, because she never shows it. Candace, what are those Egyptian plane flight data logs and stuff you're supposed to post up on your website? Where the hell is that at? Or proof that you received 2 degrees in journalism and in English. Where's the evidence of your 2 degrees? Just show the degrees, girl. The candy asses refuse to ask her for that, because they know that cult leader will become very angry. They might get blocked. They'll be kicked out the cult. And they rather just belong to something more than just spread the truth or hold her accountable. Complex terms that they can't relate and understand. And then they get mad when we call her a demon, because she is. Candace, hell is hot, girl. Care to share with us exactly how hot it is, because you would know. Can't make this up. Well, what I'm about to tell you guys today is going to positively blow your mind. It didn't. I just cannot see how this would lead to anything other than a full confession from the government about the military's involvement in Charlie Kirk's assassination, but I'm going to deliver the facts and see where they land. What you mean? See where they land? Yeah, that jury is going to be mighty pissed off. How dare she involve the United States Armed Forces with no evidence? In this episode, Owens claimed that on December 8/25, she received a credible tip from a former military member, first referred to by Owens as Harry Myers, but later identified as defendant Miss Snow. There you go. No reply. They put his altered ego name in there. Oh, no. No. What did I do? Hold on. All right, there we go. So he has his alternate ego name in here. What page was I on? Oh, good Lord. Okay, here we go. But later identified as defendant Miss Snow, claiming that he inadvertently entered. He should have named him. Oftentimes, when people have a stage name and they go by a surname or something else, they can name both. They can put both names in as the co-defendants. So what they should have done was put in Mitchell Snow, aka Harry Myers, and any other name he goes by or has gone by. That way, you know you're talking about the same damn person. Does that make sense? Sometimes they will name them as so-and-so, aka so-and-so, aka so-and-so, you know, whatever names they want to go by, stage names. Some people have 2-3 stage names or surnames, or they'll change their name or whatnot. Add them all in so that you kind of get them all. It's kind of how they did with P. Diddy. Puff Daddy, Love, Sean Combs, whatever else he wants to go by. Name them all. So that way you cover the bases. So I think that it could have did. Edie Marie. Oh, Lord, we got a celebrity up in here. Girl. Y'all, shout out to Edie Marie. Girl, when I say your last video, honey. Oh, I laughed for 20 minutes and my stomach hurt. How you doing, Edie Marie? How you doing? When I tell you, girl, you done nailed something on those episodes. It's like watching Mad TV Candace Owens edition, and it is absolutely hilarious. I love it. Keep it coming. Shout out to Edie Marie in the house. Can I get her YouTube channel link dropped in the chat? Make sure you guys go out and support her. Y'all know we've been checking out her content. Oh, you are so funny. Oh, my God. Oh. Come on for me, girl. The CLBB 7K is coming for you. Girl, come on for me, girl. Come on. Oh, man. Girl, when you drop me in that video, you know I'm going to laugh and react to it. I'll bring it. Y'all, we've been put on notice. We've been put on notice. The CLBB 7K is coming for us in the LLC, man. Oh, man. I'm excited to be trolled. Now, this is awesome. Girl, how you doing? She put us on notice that cease and desist is happening, y'all. Oh, my dreams are coming true. Edie Marie. Cease and desist. Oh, man. Candyland Biker Babes up in the house, y'all. Give it up for Candyland Biker Babes up in the house, y'all. Give Edie Marie a hand clap of praise for her video. Y'all, the Candyland Biker Babes up in here. I'm still waiting on that $7,000 check. When is that coming? Am I getting a cash app? How's that going to come? Is it going to be Zelle? God, do I get any money out of this? Oh, man. Can we get her YouTube channel link? Hopefully I didn't miss it. There we go. Is that it? Oh, there it is. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to Edie Marie. The Candyland Biker Babes are coming for us. We've been put on notice to cease and desist. Oh, I'm here for it, honey. Oh, she has found a niche. Keep at it, girl. I know talent when I see it. That's it. You got it. Oh, y'all, we got a cease and desist coming our way. It was a chill. Oh, Edie Marie. Oh, we got to do a collab, girl. We got to do a collab. You got to come to the LLC and hang out with me. Do a reaction with me. Oh, that's going to be funny. Do it as your Candyland Biker Babes. We're here for it. Girl, whenever you are ready, you can issue us that cease and desist in real time. We'll have you up on here in the LLC and you can give us that cease and desist We'll take it. Gary, email me at ladyluckclubllc@yahoo.com. Come on up here and issue us that. Look, let's schedule some time for you to come up here and issue us that cease and desist. Oh, that's going to be epic. Have some fun with that one. There's my email. Girl, email me. Email me that cease and desist. Make it all happen. Oh, man. I feel honored, y'all. Shout out to Eden Marie. Candyland Barker Babes. 7K coming for us. They coming. Oh boy, this is priceless. Email me, girl. Email me. Let's make this happen. Next, I don't care when you're available. Just let me know. We're gonna get. Oh man, we got to get Fax Me up in here. Eden Marie up in here. We got to do it. We got to do it. I'm waiting to hear back from Fax Me. Come on, Fax Me. You can do it. We can make this happen. Thank you so much for tuning in, honey. You made my day. You understand? You have made my day. Let's get back to this lawsuit. Eden Marie, how you gonna get Candace out of this one? Oh, emailing you now. Yes. Give me your availability and we will schedule that collab. Oh man, that's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be so awesome. Thank you so much, girl. Hit that like button. All the Candyland Biker Babes, hit the like button. You might as well. How y'all gonna get y'all bestie out of this one? She got a federal lawsuit. Yes. Say hi to Harold. Get her a Diet Coke. Make sure she has some cigarettes. Harold sounds so sweet. Oh, we just love Harold. He's adorable. We're going to make that happen, y'all. We're going to make it happen. We're going to make it happen with Fax Me as well. No reply. Let me know if you've heard back from him. From Fax Me. That's going to be awesome. Eden Marie up in here, y'all. Let's get back to it. Eden, your friend in trouble. All right. It is claiming that he inadvertently entered a classified meeting at Fort Huachuca on September 9, 25, the day before Charlie Kirk's assassination, observed senior government officers in attendance, and that following the assassination, identified Harple as one of the individuals present for the meeting. It is unclear how someone can inadvertently enter a classified meeting at a U.S. Army base where the government was secretly plotting to kill a prominent political activist, but Snow claims to have pulled it off. Oh, y'all, that judge is going to read. Oh, the judge going to read this and laugh his ass off. Oh, who is the judge assigned to this case? Oh, that judge is going to laugh their behind off. Oh, we got to look this. I got to pull up the court docket on this. Case number 326-CV-00556. Oh, man. Candace, you're going to have to make me dig in to federal court documents, girl. Oh, you done did it. Oh, my God. The judge is going to read this and bust out laughing. I'm telling y'all. That is something else. Oh, my God. Oh, hold on. I'm slow down. Child. I can't believe. Oh, my God. They put that in there. This is epic. Absolutely epic. Yeah, that judge is going to have a good laugh. He's going to have a good laugh on this one. Okay. Somehow they pulled it off. Upon information and belief, it was during this December 8, 25 conversations that Owens and Snow agreed to enter into a conspiracy to defame Harple by using Owens' network, including her podcast, social media accounts, and websites to spread this malicious false theory. My Lord. Although Owens asserted that she had fact-checked, whatever that means to her, Snow's account and that the facts are 100% honest, she provided no explanation of how this was done or what indicia of credibility supported her conclusion. The purpose of these statements was to assert by implication that there was a government conspiracy to assassinate Kirk and that Harple was a part of this conspiracy. Ugh. According to Snow, as relayed and published by Owens, there were about 12 lieutenant colonels participating in a pretty important meeting because, we didn't even know what the meeting was about or anything or who else was there. At Fort Huachuca on September 925, the meeting was described as the type that is typically held ahead of an operation. Who would know that? Whatever. Owens reported that Snow told her, when an operation is being confirmed, you have these final meetings and they involve all the higher ups, and you're trying to do this in a very isolated location where people are not going to accidentally happen upon you, even though he happened upon them and walked in on this highly secretive meeting on a military base. Go figure. Oh boy. Oh, you can't make this stuff up. No, you just can't make this stuff up. Yeah, this is so ridiculous. Was this served on her birthday? Hey, Caesar Q. You know what? I don't know. I think this is why Candace went to Italy. She got served this federal lawsuit and realized, hell, might as well just go out of town and spend a little money while I'm at it. Let me pretend like I'm coming off like I'm, being a good Christian and wife and mother and all of that. Candace, are you going to explain how George got that black eye or no? Because we would rather hear that than anything else you have to say. I hope his mother whoops your ass, girl. You gave my son this black eye. How dare you? Oh my God. Owens then reported that Snow told her that he is confident he saw Harper walking out of the meeting with the military officials, reiterating that she believes Snow and his story were very credible. However, she validated that, in her dream with bees and all that, blah, blah, blah. Again, she did not explain why she believed the story to be credible or how she proved it. Importantly, the description of the episode reads, after today, I do not know how this leads to anything other than a full confession from the government about their involvement in Charlie Kirk's assassination. Are you kidding? Candace, you're such an idiot. The description read within the context of the content of the episode clearly sends the message that Snow witnessed Harpo leaving a meeting where he was conspiring with the military and or federal government to have Charlie Kirk assassinated. And he stated this as a matter of a fact. See, there's the difference. Miss Snow is also a moron. But both of them stated false statements that can be proven to be false as matters of fact, as a factual statement, not as an opinion, as a matter of fact. No evidence, though. Because, military bases have surveillance cameras installed that are also continuously recording. Remember, surveillance cameras are a new concept to the candy-ass cult members. They don't know how cameras work. They don't understand that concept. They're just not figuring out that UVU has several cameras that are continuously recording 24/7. Unless there's a malfunction, those cameras are constantly recording. And they're just not figuring that out, because reasons. Owens advertised this episode on X, writing, today on the show, I received shocking information, which puts Charlie's last trip to Asia in a new light. And it involves his security detail, Brian Harple. This will shock your senses, but I feel this information must be presented. Join us live, because she's an idiot. The claim that Harple was present at Fort Huachuca on September 9/25 for an alleged meeting is verifiably false because they did not cite that as an opinion. They cited it as a fact. As Harple's travel records plainly place him in Dallas, Texas. There's also cameras in airports. Video evidence is not something that Candace can manipulate. She's not that smart. But it's also evidence that can be used in a court of law. They could get video evidence showing this man walking through an airport because there are cameras in the airport. Despite the actual flight information, there are cameras there. So she wants to defy reality and what we all can see in video evidence. Go figure. Because that's what dumb cult leaders do. They want to alter reality for everyone, even when no one is asking her to do that. Candace, when you go buy an island and just leave the United States and leave us alone, when is that going to happen? Take all your coat with you. Take your coat with you. We're keeping Edie. There would also be records showing Harple's access to the base. Oh, man. Shout out to Edie Marie. Girl, you made my night. Owens had access to these records, but dismissed them without any investigation, claiming they did not provide an alibi for when the meeting concluded. To avoid any uncertainty, Brian Harple has never been to Fort Huachuca. Not ever. Additionally, there is no evidence that such a meeting even took place, with or without Harple. Despite the verifiably falsity of her statements, Owens' viewers and supporters understood via responses that she was claiming that Harple conspired with the Trump administration to assassinate Charlie Kirk. And listen, see this? Y'all see what's being done here? This is it. You have these exhibits where her cult members are repeating her bullshit, proving her impact and influence. This is from Oliver Janik on December 9, 25. Allie from Cali. Yeah, don't back out now, cult members. Your posts are being used as exhibits in a federal lawsuit. So bring your little punk asses to the front and own up to it. Don't try to delete that now, because I mean we already got it. It's in a federal lawsuit. And then there's a thing called, preservation of evidence. What they're not going to tolerate is a spoilage. You can't just go deleting stuff because it's being used in a federal lawsuit. No. Because then you'll be ordered by the court to produce it. Especially when they have the exhibits already included. Yeah, trying to delete that now? Too late. Jennifer Freedom, whatever this is. More posts proving that Candace cult members are influenced by dumb things that she say with no evidence. Louise Trump? What? Is this a real person? Is she related to Trump? Child, who knows? A tweeter has no name. Yeah, okay. It's funny. Yeah, they got the posts that are the most damning. Yeah, as you all can see, it's not that hard to have a post or message or something included in a federal lawsuit as an exhibit used against your dumb cult leader. Because this proves the impact and influence that she has. Look at all these. This is just a few of the posts. This is not even half. I don't even know if this is a fifth of the candy ass cult members on X that will repeat her talking points. This is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 posts. You can see this in 5 minutes. Hell, less than that. I could go on X and literally see at least 10 posts within 5 minutes from a candy ass cult member repeating her nonsense. So this is just the tip of the iceberg of the exhibits they can present to show posts from more candy ass cult members on X, YouTube, and wherever else to show proof that they're repeating her talking points, which is flat out provable false statements. They have no evidence to support it, and that she has this impact and influence on millions of people. Plus, it puts this man, and his livelihood and his life in jeopardy. Because you actually have people out here sending out death threats on behalf of Candace Owens or in the name of Candace Owens. People are stalking Erica Kirk in her building. And these morons think, yeah, this is a good idea. Let me break laws while I'm at it. Following the December 9/25 episode of her show, Owens made the following X post. Oh, Lord. To spare our tips inbox today, we have presented that a man in the military alleges with extreme confidence that he saw Brian Harple at a military base in Arizona on September 9th. September 9th in no way would conflict with the dates Charlie spoke in Korea 9/5 and 9/5. What? 9/5 and 9/5. Oh, that's the same date. She's so stupid. On December 12, 25, Owens posted to X that Brian Harple has already been caught lying about what transpired on that day. Did he also lie about having placed a 911 call? However, he was caught lying, she would have to prove that. See, that's the thing when you say someone's lying. You got to prove it. Lord, we thank you for the judicial branch of government and evidence and federal lawsuits that can be filed against Candace. We thank you, Jesus. Keep it coming, y'all. Did no one from their team call 911 after Charlie was shot? In reality, Harpo did not lie about the events of the day, placing a 911 call or anything else, because 911 calls can be, they're recorded and can be used as evidence. Good grief, Candace, you're an idiot. This is a perfect example of a public question that Turning Point can easily answer. No, she wanted them to just send her information and they didn't owe her that. Despite accusing Harpo of lying, Owens failed to specify any statements by Harpo that were allegedly false and presented no evidence to support her conclusion, because she never does, that Harpo lied about the events of September 10, 25. On December 16, 25, Owens retweeted an X post, which asks, who is Brian Harpo? Responding to the question of, who is Brian Harpo? Owens responded that Harpo was Charlie Kirk's security officer that didn't do so much as pack his wound after he was shot. The implication here is that Harpo intentionally let Kirk bleed out and die from his gunshot wound instead of rendering aid. I thought it was a self-exploding device type of thing. Candace couldn't even keep her lie straight on that dumb nonsense. Here's the post here. Tim Pool sent this post, who was Brian Harpo, and she responded to Tim Pool. Can you believe it? Someone else that should be suing Candace. I don't know why people act like they're scared to do this. Brian Harpo and the McCrones are showing us the way. They're saying, oh no, it's very possible to sue her ass. Just do it. Erica Kirk, come on. You're up. Get that protection order, girl. On Owens' December 16, 25 podcast episode, Erica and I sat down. Here's what happened. Owens brazenly stated that she had not received a cease and desist letter from Kirk's security team and that the team has no basis to sue her because she doesn't know laws. Of course, Candace is going to say that. I mean, the audacity that you're filing a lawsuit and someone got murdered on your watch. Upon informed belief, defendant made the foregoing statement with the intent to provoke or challenge plaintiff into taking legal action against her. Now, Candace, people have the right to file a lawsuit in the United States of America. If you have standing and you have a complaint to which you believe that the court of law can hear and provide some form of justice, you have the right to file this lawsuit in good faith. Filing things in bad faith is what gets you effed up. You're filing this in good faith, and with a federal lawsuit, you can't play around with it. There's a certain minimum requirement for damages that you're seeking that you have to meet. You got to be able to state a claim. You got to be able to have the evidence. And Brian Harpo is like, hey, I'm ready. You done ruined my life and my livelihood and put my safety in jeopardy, as well as my family's safety in jeopardy. Oh, no, we coming for you. Sue the crap out of her ass, Brian Harpo. Get all the money. She's made $50 million of it. On December 18, 25, Owens, using X to advertise her upcoming podcast episode, wrote, we bring you an explosive interview with what may be the lone eyewitness to a mysterious top brass meeting which occurred on Fort Huachuca the day before Charlie Kirk's assassination, because she kept lying about this. The lone eyewitness Owens was referring to was Mitch Snow, whom she had referred to as Harry Myers in the December 9, 25 episode of the podcast. The interview aired on December 18, 25 episode of Defenders Podcast. Exclusive interview what he saw on Fort Huachuca the day before Charlie died. Much of the interview reiterated and republished the same story that Owens previously told on December 9, 25 episode of her podcast. Notably, during the December 18, 25 interview, Snow stated that he saw a congressman walking out of Fort Huachuca with several people, including multiple high-ranking military officials. Later, Snow stated the head of security there, Brian Harpo, he was one of the people walking out with the congressman. According to Snow, he claimed he knew it was Harpo because he has a gift for recognizing people. You know, never mind video evidence and cameras everywhere. Snow said he saw someone with the same mannerisms, same crick in his neck, face, waxy look on his face, hand gestures, shoulder shrug, gait, approximate height, and haircut as Brian Harpool definitively walked past me. And yet, Miss Snow did not take a photo or pull any of the surveillance cameras that were recording on a military base. Can you believe it? Oh, Miss Coco, Candace lied like hell. Yeah, no, Candace lied about all of this. Oh, man. Candace been lying for months. 7 months exactly. 8 months now? We had 8 months. Candace been lying like hell for about 8 months. She had this federal lawsuit coming. Candace, I don't know if you know this, but if there's a crime committed and there's sufficient evidence to show that you committed a crime in this federal lawsuit, guess what can happen? Y'all ready? Don't let Zachary get all the brownie points. What can happen? If there's evidence of an actual crime that occurred that arises from this federal lawsuit, Candace, Cadence, Karen, Candace. This can be forwarded to a prosecutor. Lord, we thank you. It can be forwarded to a prosecutor, girl. You know, all the cyber crimes you've committed with doxing, targeting, people catching death threats in your name because you can't control your cult members. Yeah, no. All of that can be forwarded to a prosecutor. Because, see, what this federal lawsuit will render is evidence. And what's so funny is the burden here for is still a civil proceeding is a preponderance. They just need to be 51% convincing. Even for a federal lawsuit, it's still a civil proceeding. You don't have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt. You do that in a criminal matter. For a federal lawsuit for this civil procedure, it's a preponderance of the evidence. But if there is sufficient evidence to show that a crime occurred, they can forward this to a prosecutor and refer charges to be filed against you and all your dumb cult members and cohorts on X.com that are probably trying to find ways to delete posts. Bless their heart. Miss Snow, bring your ass to Tennessee and come to court, bro. This is good. Owens then asked Snow how certain he was that he saw Harpool at Fort Huachuca meeting. Snow responded that he was 95 to 99% certain that he saw Harpool leaving the high-ranking military meeting the morning of September 9, 25. Owens expressly adopted and endorsed Snow's statements, affirming their purported truth and representing that she would assist him by fundraising and supporting his efforts to pursue and publicize these fallacious claims, because he did raise $149,000. Candace, this is why your cult members need to think twice before they give you their rent money. Candace is like the female version of Umar Johnson. Give me your grit money. Give me your Quaker Oats money. Give me your Lamborghini money. Give me your mortgage and rent money. I want your weave and hair nail money. Oh. Candace might as well start saying, hit the Cash App and the PayPal, y'all. Candace is Umar Johnson now. Can you believe it? Who, child? The lies that you tell, girl. Owens explicitly agreed with Snow, stating his instincts were right, that he walked in on the end of an important meeting. During the episode, Owens claimed to have evidence confirming that Snow witnessed the end of this meeting, but has since failed to produce said evidence because it does not exist. Oh, man. Oh, the jury is going to be so disappointed, Candace. They really wanted to see evidence of anybody walking out of a top military meeting on a military base where all the surveillance cameras were still recording every damn thing that occurred. And somehow you didn't get none of that. Oh man, it's gonna be so disappointing. Y'all, if you didn't believe this to be a federal lawsuit, you would think I would be reading a script for a film. Oh my God, you would think this got to be a movie script. This can't be real life. This is real life. This all happened. Candace, they're gonna display all your episodes of you telling on yourself because you're an idiot. These statements are verifiably false because they are. Harpo was in Dallas, Texas, the morning of September 9, 25, and therefore could not have possibly attended a meeting in Arizona. You know, in Candyland, though, she believes in clones and doubles, and she thinks that Tyler Robinson has lookalikes, and George Farmer could be very well one of them because, you know, he could be. And somehow she's going to try to say, well, you know, there is a lookalike. Judge, I promise you, there are lookalikes of everybody on Earth. Brian Harpo had a lookalike. I believe, you know, Mitch Snow, his eyes failed him, but clearly he thought he saw a lookalike. She's going to try to explain this off as a lookalike and a clone because she's in some alternate reality in a different galaxy. Candace is stuck in another Earth, 25496, in the MCU because, you know, she is the least credible and realistic person that is roaming our planet. God knows why. Candace, you alien. When are you leaving Earth? Leave Earth. Blexit your ass off of our planet. Let us know when you're ready to go. We'll help you pack. I know George's mother would be happy to help Blexit you off of this planet. Send her back to her home planet. She gave my son a black eye. Candace, you're the worst. All right. Owens had access to Harpo's flight records and knew it was impossible for Harpo to have been at Fort Huachuca on September 9, 25. So she had the truth, and she showed a reckless disregard of it. More malicious intent. Oh, man. December 17, 25, apparently fearing a lawsuit, Owens reached out to Harpo, asking if he wanted to have an off-the-record discussion. Harpo did not respond because he didn't owe her that. He had already put the truth out there. She ignored it. She showed a reckless disregard of it. She kept repeating this dumb nonsense and then wanted to try to have an off-the-record discussion with him. No, you dumb heifer. No one owes you a conversation, Candace. Contrary to popular belief in your cult, you are not dictator of Earth. I am queen of YouTube. The hell wrong with you? Candace, you're bad at this. And now it's leading to federal lawsuits. Oh, I hope they find criminal activity that can forward this over to a prosecutor. Have your ass charged. Owens then used Harpo's silence to further defame him because she thought he owed her something, and he didn't. On the December 1925 episode of her podcast, What Does Ben Shapiro Know About Erica Kirk and Fort Huachuca, Owens implied Harpo's failure to respond to her text message as suspicious. No, it's not. You're a liar, and no one has a reason to talk to you. In the same podcast, Owens again placed Harpo at Fort Huachuca, characterizing the alleged meeting as a form of planning or coordination related to the assassination of Kirk. She stated that she found Snow's narrative to be compelling, because reading is not fundamental for her, because she had been given travel logs for Brian Harpo, and it is entirely possible that Brian Harpo could have made it for that meeting, despite the evidence saying that he wasn't. God. I can tell you that definitively. Brian Harpo could have made it to the base for that early morning meeting. This is blatantly false. Oh, so false. Candace, in a court of law, your opinion, your feelings mean nothing. I thought the judge over the Tyler Robinson trial proved that to you. Even his defense attorneys don't care about what you think or feel. They find it to be very dangerous and negating. They don't even want to even consider your nonsense to help their client get off on a murder trial. Can you believe it? So when you go to court here, prayerfully you get deposed. I want you to tell it like it is under oath. Say everything under oath. Yeah, if she lies, she perjured herself. Then they can have a charge for that. Definitely fined and sanctioned. Ugh. To this day, Owens still has not produced the alleged travel logs she referred to in this episode to give false credibility to the defamatory assertion she was promoting that Harper had been part of an assassination conspiracy meeting at Fort Huachuca. She has never produced them because she knows that they demonstrate that Harper was in Dallas, Texas at the time of the Fort Huachuca meeting. In other words, Your Honor, we gave her the evidence. We gave her the facts. She failed to show it, to speak on it, and to say, here are the facts. He was not there at Fort Huachuca, the end. She showed a reckless disregard of the truth. And it is impossible here on earth for a human being to be two places at once. Candace, we're not playing that bullshit that you playing on your planet. We don't teleport here. We don't do any of that. Whether you think people are clones or lookalikes of somebody else, irrelevant. The reality is, when you go to court, what can be factually proven was that he was in another state. That's it. They don't care about how you feel about it. They're just going to enter judgment on his behalf, and your ass is going to be paying millions of dollars because you had a feeling about something. Maybe you should stop feeling. Candace, you need to put your feelings to the side. It's costing you money. Stop feeling, you dumb turd. This girl right here, oh my God. Candace needs to stop feeling. Stop thinking, stop feeling, stop having emotions. Don't have an opinion. You just need to go to facts, read books, and talk about what you've read. That's it. Your feelings are costing you federal lawsuits, and you will lose, Candace. You're going to lose. Oh, this is epic. At the end of her video, she reads some of the comments her viewers left on recent videos. Owens specifically brought attention to and boosted one comment which expressed support for Snow and his false story, because Candy-ass cult members are being named in this lawsuit. Candace, you're going to keep putting your cult members out there. I thought you were supposed to protect your cult. You setting them up for failure, girl. Candace, you and Umar Johnson are two peas in a pod. Y'all don't give a damn about your cult following, and you're setting them up for failure. Your people are being named in this lawsuit as exhibits in these posts and messages and comments. You know, and I warn the Candy-ass cult members every time I go live, you enter my chat at your own peril. There's a reason for that. And because they're not that smart to figure it out, they still don't care. It goes over their head. This is a comment she pulled up from her pre-recorded show. So yeah, this person can be traced, and this comment is going to be used as evidence in a federal lawsuit. Candy asks, y'all still want to keep playing dumb games and win dumb prizes or what? You know, bots don't understand anything. They just copy and paste. Candace, you're going to have to pay some money to upgrade these bots. All they do is copy and paste and misspell your name. You're going to have to pay some money to upgrade the programming on these bots. Because you know a bot when you see it. The first thing you look for is misspelling. This person sent this comment from Stephanie M2501. Why would this man willingly bring hell on himself if he wasn't telling the truth? Because Candace is an idiot. Comments like the one above demonstrate that Owens' followers understood her episodes to mean that Snow really had seen Harper at Fort Huachuca on September 9, 25, leaving the alleged top brass meeting. Candace, they're showing how far-reaching and influential your dumb nonsense is to your cult followers. And they repeat your nonsense, and they show that they understand what you're saying. Because you're a moron. And the cult members fall for this every time. You can't make this up. Oh, man. Owen soon texted Harper a third time, asking him, now you're just harassing the man. Candace doesn't know how to take the word no. Candace, no means no. Somebody send that on X to Candace. Candace, no means no. Next time you'll learn. No means no, Candace. Candice. He said no twice. You text him a third time. This is so cringe. Asking him again if he would like to speak about the events that transpired on the morning of September 9, 25. Owens concluded her text message by stating that she found it odd she could not get Harple to confirm or deny his location on the morning of September 9th. It's not odd. It's just none of your damn business. Owens already knew why Harple did not respond. Her repeated texts to Harple to get him to respond to the defamatory conspiracy theories that she had been promoting present a cynical attempt to profit from a situation she had manufactured. My goodness, because she did. She's being paid to lie. And her cult members are giving up their rent and mortgage money to do it. By spreading defamatory lies about Harple and then cajoling him to give her the exclusive content of a response, she stood to profit from increased attention and viewership to her platform at Harple's expense. Hey, Brian, reaching out again to see if you'd be willing to speak about the morning of the 9th. I'm obviously not trying to do anything other than debunk Mitch so I can pivot and refocus the investigation, but I oddly can't get you to confirm or deny if you were there. He doesn't owe you either, heifer. Y'all flood the chat with heifer. H-E-F-F-A. Heifer, heifer, heifer. You dumb heifer. Heifer. Flood the chat with heifer. Oh, heifer. Candice, you're a heifer. You are a heifer. You understand? A heifer on steroids. He owes you nothing. Brian Harple, if you're listening. The Lady Luck Club will definitely send you all video clips, posts, and anything else to help you with your federal lawsuit. We got your back. We're here for you, buddy. We're so glad you're doing this. Hopefully others will be inspired to do the same because so many more people should be filing federal lawsuits against Candace Owens. Candace, you had this coming. I told you that, you dumb heifer. Heifer. Heifer, heifer, heifer. You can't make this up. Oh, you heifer. Candace is a heifer. On December 22nd, 25, 3 days before Christmas, because she wanted to just torture people right before Christmas, because Candace was bored. Owens confirmed on X that she had viewed Harple's flight records, and she incorrectly stated that they did not provide an alibi for him at 7:30 a.m., which is when the alleged meeting concluded at Fort Huachuca. Oh, Candace. And you know what's so crazy? She said, I already had Brian Harple's flights. You keep telling on yourself, you dumbass girl. This is why she's a heifer. She sat on the factual information to disseminate the truth, and she failed to do it intentionally. Intent. Because intent is what you need to prove that conspiracy component and the malicious intent that she displayed. She was given the truth and she showed a reckless disregard of it. That's malicious intent, Candace. I know you're listening, you dumb heifer. Ask your attorneys to teach you case law. You're going to need that. And I want you to testify. Get up there and testify, girl. Put on a black or blue suit and go to court, girl. Owens' post confirms that by the time she had recorded and published her podcast episodes, she had already viewed Harple's flight records accordingly. She knew that it was physically impossible here on Earth for human beings for Harple to have attended the alleged meeting on September 9, 25. She nonetheless published the false and defamatory remarks, accusing Harple of attending the alleged meeting. Owens' campaign of misinformation should have ended as soon as she admitted that she viewed Harple's flight records, but it did not. Instead, Owens tripled down on her support for Snow's false story, because she's a liar and he's a liar and they're both liars and they're dumb. On December 23rd, 2 days before Christmas, 25, Owens posted to X, Fort Huachuca confirmed the body of the post claimed that she had proof that Snow was telling the truth about Harple and contained a screenshot of what Owens claimed to be the incident report from Snow's visit to Fort Huachuca. Oh, and we broke that down. We did a whole video on that. Candace, funny how you still did not get the surveillance camera footage on the military base. That's cameras installed everywhere. Girl, I did a Google Maps and showed one of the cameras at the security checkpoint gate. Hit the four of y'all, remember that? I have a whole Candace Owens playlist. I covered this post. We pulled up Fort Huachuca on Google Maps. And we're able to zoom in on at least one camera at the security checkpoint where you check in at the gate, right above the person standing in the booth. There was a surveillance camera there that will not only record the person in the vehicle, but the vehicle itself, including the tag. We saw that on Google Maps. And Candace couldn't get surveillance camera footage from the military base? Or Miss Snow. Why didn't Miss Snow get it? We saw surveillance cameras installed, so we know they're there and recording. It's a military base. This is not some deactivated military base. No, it's an active military base. Cameras work. They have no excuse. We saw a camera installed over the booth at the security checkpoint where you check in and out. So she couldn't get the surveillance cameras, but we were able to see that on Google Maps. Make it make sense? Confirmed that they have cameras installed. God. He got on that base somehow. Oh my God. Candace. Oh, you're so stupid. You're so screwed, girl. Owens published this post and attached a screenshot to bolster Snow's story. However, a close inspection of the screenshot reveals that it does not confirm the existence of a meeting, let alone state anything about Harpool's whereabouts. This screenshot does not place Harpool at Fort Huachuca and clearly depicts a cursor on the screen indicating that the screenshot was taken as the text was being typed. Because Candace will fake a text message if it means furthering a lie or conspiracy to defame. Girl, you are so proof. You just proving this intent by yourself single-handedly. You and Mitch Snow, his dumb ass. And you thought Gary from Paramount Tactical was a problem for you? No, this federal lawsuit is a problem for you, Candace. I believe that is probably why she went to Italy. Oh, happy birthday, Candace, you dumb demon. Take this federal lawsuit. Got more to come, girl. This is too good. So she was typing this BS up in real time. Upon info and belief, this cannot possibly be a true and authenticated incident report, as Owens claimed it was. And if it were true incident report, they should be able to get a copy of it from the military base. The same way she should have been able to get some surveillance camera footage if she truly wanted to prove all of this. My question would be to Miss Snow, why didn't you just take a picture again? You claim you saw all these people that you said in that same episode you would not have recognized any other time. Because he said he would not have been able to recognize anybody at TPUSA except Charlie Kirk. But then all of a sudden, he pointed out Erica Kirk and Brian Harpool. He said that in the same episode. Candace, don't take down that video. That's spoilage of evidence. So if you go to that episode, he said, I wouldn't have recognized anybody at TPUSA except Charlie Kirk because he's the face. So how do you point out Erica Kirk and Brian Harpool on a military base again? How do you know to point them out? You don't know who they are and how they look. He literally contradicted himself in that one video. Somebody send that to Brian Harpool and let him know. Candace, I'm here for this. I am here for this, girl. So no, despite her not getting a copy of this incident report from the military base herself, despite having clear evidence that Harpool was not at Fort Huachuca on September 9, 2025, Owens continued to claim that Snow's story was true. Because lying. On December 28, 2025, Owens posted to X that Snow's story regarding Fort Huachuca had been legitimized by his estranged son. That same day, she also posted that the Fort Huachuca story has been confirmed by others, naming none of them. This is all false. Harpole attended no such meeting, and there is no evidence suggesting a meeting even took place. Candace, you cost him money. Then she put this post up here beyond parody. This is where Paramount Tactical comes in, because he interviewed Mitch Snow's son. I don't know how Mitch Snow confirmed anything that his dad was saying when the son said his father was a liar. You can't make this up, y'all. The son got in this interview that Gary did and called his father a liar and said no one should believe anything he says. And yet she went back and just because she's in some alternate reality that she's about to find out the hard way. Girl, you about to be snapped into reality real quick. Oh, man. The son said you can't trust anything he says. He's a liar. And she tried to say he confirmed his own dad's story. No, he didn't. Saying that he was there does not mean that he saw Erica Kirk and Brian Harpole there. Because there lies the difference. Candace, keep playing stupid. I mean, we can treat you like you're stupid because you really are, but keep pretending to be stupid and act like you don't understand concept, girl. Oh, these federal lawsuits are going to be something else. I hope she gets deposed. Please have her deposed. Dear God, have her deposed. Oh, man. Then she's posting up stuff from Baron Coleman, Baron, whatever his name is. Yeah, these people should have been named. Baron Coleman, all these clowns on X, Project Constitution is another one. They should have been named as co-defendants. Yeah, that's what they need. A good, hard federal lawsuit. The evidence Owens published did not in any way corroborate the existence of a government conspiracy to assassinate Kirk, let alone Harpole's presence at Fort Huachuca or involvement in such a conspiracy. Despite confirming that she had viewed Harpole's flight records, Owens' followers clearly understood her post to mean that Harpole had been at Fort Huachuca and involved in a conspiracy to assassinate Kirk. She can't say, well, no one walked away from what I said thinking that he was there. No, that's what they understood and repeated religiously all over social media in various posts that they better leave up because it's called spoilage of evidence if you don't. Don't go destroying stuff now. Stand on this bullshit y'all created and perpetuated. Candace, you're bad at this. Also on December 28, 25, Owens posted to her X account that Brian Harpole ignored her text but submitted his irrelevant flights. Mitch felt very certain he saw Brian Harpole exiting the top brass meeting around 7:30 a.m. Yeah, because she kept lying and doubling down. Look at these long-ass posts. Candace, no one is reading this except the jury. Girl, that judge is going to order you to a psyche eval. You understand? Y'all, I'm telling y'all right now, if you were a federal judge and you're reading these posts from this girl that professed to be an alien, the first thing you will say to yourself is, I hope she's competent to stand trial. We might have to have her ordered to do a psyche eval because this person seems like they've lost their mind. Especially when she claims she's an alien. You know, Candace claimed she was an alien. She said she's an alien. And I said, we're going with that. Candace, the judge is going to order your ass to a psyche eval. This judge is going to think that you're certifiably crazy. Still competent to stand trial, but definitely crazy. They may have to put a spit guard on your face. Just in case you start lashing out, they may have to put a spit hood on her. Candace. Who the hell reading this long ass post? Oh my God. Oh, Candace. Oh, Candace. You precious, precious, precious alien. Who in the hell is reading this? And you wanted Brian Harpole to respond to you. No, he's not responding to your BS. Reposting with new information because she just felt like she had to repeat this crap. You doubling down is what you're doing. Tripling down, quadrupling down. Oh, God. We're getting to quintuplets soon. Every time you look up Candace giving birth to another yeast baby. Oh, yeasty. Sam Parker down here. I don't know if Mitch is telling the truth or lying about the Fort Huachuca. I don't know if Mitch is telling what he thinks is the truth. He is just misremembering or mistaken. I don't know if he's a psyop to discredit Candace and or the broader investigation into Charlie Kirk. This is coming from a Sam Parker. Candace, why didn't you just go with that? Your cult member is giving you a way out, and you couldn't take that way out. Your idea was to respond with this long ass post that no one wants to read because it's garbage. You couldn't just say, you know what, perhaps Sam Parker, perhaps that might be the case. And then pivot and move on and keep living. Because the earth here in this reality will continue to revolve around the sun. But no. Even when your cult member is giving you a way out, your dumb ass still put up this book. Doubling, tripling, quadrupling down on your BS lie. On a provable false statement. Showing more malicious intent. Because you're a moron. Who needs a psyche valve? Candace, you can't make this stuff up. He gave you a way out. Sam Parker was giving you an out. And you weren't smart enough to see that's what he was doing and to take it. But he gave you a way out. You know what? Yeah, you might be right. I don't want anyone to dismantle, my conspiracy theories of Charlie Kirk's assassination because it's not an investigation. Maybe he is mistaken. I'm going to move on from that. And then you go on. And your cult would have followed you to the end of the earth with that. Nope. What did she do? Bring in more dumb shit. This is what she talked about Cabot Phillips and all this nonsense no one cares about. Owens once again admitted that she viewed Harper's flight logs, but nevertheless reaffirmed Snow's claim that he felt very certain he saw Brian Harper at Fort Huachuca on September 9, 25, despite the fact that a cult member was giving her a way out. God. Sensing that her Fort Huachuca theory was slowly falling apart, Owens pivoted back to spreading misinformation regarding Harper's fitness as Kirk's head of security and his role in Kirk's assassination. Oh, Lord. On the January 8, 26 episode of her podcast, Past His Prologue, Why Charlie Kirk Was Murdered. I forgot she has some dumbass episodes. Candace. Owens opened the episode by stating, we had to revisit Brian Harper's story about how far in advance they typically plan security because someone has leaked me another glaring oddity in this security protocol. What was it, Brandon Tatum? He claims to defend you and have a security company. Because he damn sure didn't correct you at all. He didn't go out his way to correct you at all. And he claims, I have a security company myself, and that's not how this works. Oh, really? She your sister any other time, but you could correct her when she was dead ass wrong? Brandon Tatum's a coward and a punk. And she's a heifer. Can you believe it? She then played a clip of Harpo's lone podcast appearance. Ooh, child, hold on. Is Baron Coleman an attorney? Has he been disbarred? Oh, I didn't know he was an attorney. Candace, you got attorneys up here feeding into this dumb nonsense. He should be disbarred if he was an attorney. Can't make this up. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I'm sorry. Hold on 1 second. Technical issues. Bear with me. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that. Oh man, my headphones are indicating it's almost time to put a pause in this. Oh God. Can't stand him. This Baron Coleman, I can't believe he's an attorney. Candace, you really are a moron. You have people in your cult that went to law school, and they can't tell you what defamation and malicious intent is. It's absolutely unbelievable. She then played a clip of Harpool's lone podcast appearance where he explained the process he and his team went through ahead of Kirk's speaking engagement at UVU. In the clip, Harpool explained that his team began gathering intel and getting permits at least 2 weeks in advance of Charlie Kirk's speaking engagements. Isn't that how that works? Seriously, that's how that works, Candace. Plus, you have their own drones. You can't expect someone who wants to come there and speak on that campus to demand that they use UVU's drones. That's not how that works. And they certainly can't just go fly their own, not on somebody else's property. Stuff like that she doesn't even understand. So, don't expect her to be able to explain security protocols. After the clip finished playing, Owens stated that she had received a tip from someone that was directly involved with the planning of an event that Charlie Kirk was supposed to attend the following day on September 11 at Charis Bible College in Woodland, Colorado. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I don't want to butcher it. Despite her confidence in such assertions, Owens provided no name, qualifications, or other proof that this individual was involved in planning Kirk's security detail for the event at Charis Bible College. According to Owens' supposed tipster, there was no security plan in place at Charis Bible College, claiming it was odd that Harpool's team planned Kirk's security strategy for UVU 2 weeks in advance, but failed to contact the chief of police for Woodland, Colorado, to plan security for the Charis Bible College event. Owens specifically asked, why didn't Dan Flood and Brian Harpool in Turning Point USA Security have any coordination with the police departments up in Colorado if this is what they normally do? Harpool did not coordinate with Charis Bible College nor the Woodland Police Department because he was not advised that Charlie would be visiting the school. It was not uncommon for Charlie to visit universities with only Dan Flood. But because she wants to, create dumb narratives that don't exist because she thinks she's the CEO of Turning Point USA, of course she doesn't state the obvious. What if Charlie Kirk went to these schools with only Dan Flood and not Brian Harpool? Who knew? As if Brian Harpool's not supposed to have a day off? You can't make this stuff up. Owens then stated, that's what I mean when you lie a lot and you're planning things you're not supposed to be planning. She never proved what he lied about. You're going to have to prove that in court, you dumb heifer. You don't think through every detail. Yeah, as in the next day, if you expected Charlie to make it to September 11th, you would have been communicating about what he was doing up at the Charis Bible College. I'm just going to say CBC. Owens' followers understood the implication of her statement. The video's comment section is filled with comments like the ones below, agreeing with Owens' insinuation. The video's comment section is filled with comments like the ones below. Candy asks, y'all still haven't learned by now? Everything you say and do that is recorded can and will be used against you in the court of law. Candy asks, y'all not learned? Y'all haven't learned? How many times did I say you enter my chat at your own prayer? At the start of every Candace Owens live stream? Every time I go in on Candace, I give that disclaimer for a reason. They're not smart enough to pick up on that, mods. They don't pick up on it. Unlike Candace, the queen of YouTube, Lady Luck Club, knows exactly what she's doing. I say, you enter my chat at your own peril. Do I not say that? Oh, man. Oh, Candace, you set your people up for failure. Oh, Lord. She's not going to give a rat's patootie that some of these comments are going to show up as exhibits in this federal lawsuit. Candace, Juju and I are waiting on your alibi. I want George's alibi. Because he could be a Tyler Robinson clone, look-alike. George Farmer could go on UVU's campus wearing the same exact thing that Tyler Robinson was wearing and be unnoticed by many people. As Tyler Robinson's lookalike. So we want his alibi, other than an explanation about the black eye. Candace, how did that boy get a black eye? Why would he want us to see that black eye? Because he wanted us to see that. You married to a high profile somebody that runs around here lying for a living. You're not gonna walk around and get captured in a photo with a black eye without trying to cover that up, unless you want the public to see it. He wanted us to see that black eye. It's like he's screaming for help. George, I told you to wave the white flag. The only reason why I would say you need to go ahead and lead with the kids, because Candace has got a lot of stuff coming up with the courts. Plus, this girl sounds unhinged. Candace, you sound unhinged. That's going to be very, very concerning. Someone should be talking to a family court judge about you, not just a federal court judge. Family court as well. Can't make this up. The Dakota is going to be so pissed off when they start seeing their comments and their usernames showing up in this federal filing here. Candace, how do you explain this to your coach? Hi, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in today's program. Today, we're going to talk about how all of you have been set up to be named in a lawsuit by commenting in my videos and agreeing with me when I lied to you all and provided zero evidence on anything that I've said. I understand that you're going to be upset, but please know it's for the good of the cult that I throw all of you underneath the bus and show no concern for your livelihood or safety or anything. You might be contacted to come testify, who knows? Please know that I don't give a damn. And good luck to you all. Candace does not give a crap. All those people over there on X, she done set them up for the okie doke. Their posts are going to be used as exhibits. And they don't even seem to be concerned. They think everything's covered under free speech. Nope, it's not. That's why we have anti-defamation laws. Defamation is not protected free speech. Our Constitution says it as well. Plenty of Supreme Court rulings to confirm it. So while they think that they're just exercising free speech and expression and blah, 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 terms they can't define or understand, no, their posts are going to be used as evidence in the federal lawsuit. And Candace won't even tell them that. If you agree with me in my line, that you could have your post listed as an exhibit in a federal lawsuit. Just want you all to know that. FYI. You might want to get an attorney on retainment. And it's just such an idiot. It's priceless. Candy asses into my chat at their own peril. I say that every time. It's for a reason. It's for their good. I'm giving them a heads up. I don't have to do that. I owe them nothing. But I still give them that heads up. I still put out that disclaimer so they can understand. Because, you want to act simple and stupid if you want to. Act like you're slow. You don't understand what I'm saying when I say that. Candace is going to show you the hard way what that means. All those comments filled in that comment section, like the ones below, agreeing with Owens' insinuation that Harpool knew Kirk was going to die on September 10, 25, and that is why he did not make security arrangements beyond that date. Lord, we got it. Oh, Lord. Candace, they did a print screenshot of your comment section in your video. Oh, they're so stupid. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, can y'all see these user profiles? Mr. Bent Penny. What is his? Hi, HI0W9169. Is that an I or FGENELA? Oh, man. Anani, and then MOUSE-W2M Pwetty, PWETTY4R4. Oh boy. Y'all got it coming. They gonna be like, oh lady, look, you didn't have to say our usernames out loud. Yes, the hell I did. It's in a federal lawsuit. Oh, you can't make this. Oh, you can't make this up. Candace, they did a print screenshot of your comment section. The cult members are going to be so pissed. They're going to be going around trying to change their user profile, not realizing it can still be tracked. See? Enter my chat at your own peril. Come on up in here, candy asses. Oh, man. While thousands of Owens' followers supported her efforts to promote unsubstantiated claims, others encouraged her to exercise caution. She ignored the pleas. This is from a Deborah B. Hint. Yes, the document is real. No, the timeline isn't. The name morphs from Harry, Mitch, Michael. There's no visible case number. And what we're shown is a photo of a screen in edit mode. And the big takeaway, a guy with PTSD in a backpack wandered where he shouldn't have and alarmed MPs. Not exactly the cinematic whistleblower saga we were promised. CCG Bryson, real Bryson Gray. So to be clear, he landed in Dallas 5 a.m. September 8th, found a way to Arizona and back to Dallas before 12 p.m. September 9th. Oh, Candace. We got an Adam Green, no more in something. I don't know what. I'm sure he drove 27 hours to attend a secret assassination briefing. You are debunked again. Stop embarrassing yourself and critics of Jews. You can't make this up. My name is not important. My name is your dad. You keep using the word factual, yet you've provided exactly zero verifiable evidence to support the claim. You do understand that facts require evidence, right? Simply asserting something doesn't make it true. Oh, she's going to find that out the hard way. Aren't you, Candy? Candice, you're going to learn the hard way about the difference between truth, facts, evidence, and your dumbass opinion. Oh, this should be fun for you, girl. And if Stephen Paddock and Thomas Crooks somehow got together and had a love child, it would be this Mitch guy. That's how baffling and opaque his history is. Other social media users have joined in and amplified the misinformation that has been spread by Owens. Yeah, all her cult members and cohorts. Nicholas J. Stelzner. Oh, man, they're catching it. The legend, whatever that is. Josh 29842, I don't know, whatever. Blake Bednards. Yeah, he keeps coming up again. Since Charlie Kirk's assassination, Owens has intentionally proliferated a campaign intended to impugn the reputation of Harper. Without even a modicum of substantiated evidence, she has publicly accused Harper and Integrity Solutions of foreknowledge, participation in, and cover-up of the assassination of Charlie Kirk, as well as professional unfitness and criminal negligence, because she did say that. God. Despite Owens admitting that she had viewed Harper's flight records, she continued to accuse him of attending a meeting at Fort Huachuca based solely on unsubstantiated testimony from defendant Snow. Furthermore, without any evidence that Harper acted negligently or intentionally with regard to the assassination of Kirk, Owens spread conspiracy theories that he somehow and for some reason intended Kirk to die. Just like how Candace Owens wants Erica Kirk dead. While she admitted that she has stalkers watching her in her building. Erica Kirk, please get that protection order. I don't know what's taking so long. As a result of the false and defamatory conspiracy theories spread and published by defendants Owens, Candace Owens LLC, Georgetown Inc., and Snow, Harper's professional and personal reputations have been damaged. Additionally, he has lost out on business opportunities and suffered a great deal of emotional distress. These are the components you need to prove defamation, along with your damages, punitive damages, tort. Let's see, I want to make sure I'm not. Because when you have that infliction of emotional distress, I believe that's the damages and punitive damages would be like if he missed out on work and something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. I have to look up the difference between that again. And then the tort is the interference. You're being held legally liable for interfering with any contracts that he had in place, any agreements he had in place that allow him to generate money or revenue to make money. He had a contract with TPUSA and Charlie Kirk to provide them security protection. And Candace Owens advocated for him to be fired because she has no idea what tortious interference means. Candace, you got to read. One day you will. Who knows? Start with green eggs and ham. I do not like green eggs and ham. Sam, I am. You should have listened to that Sam Parker person. Since defendants began their campaign to impugn and defame Harple, he, on a daily basis, has been accused by thousands of people across social media platforms of murdering Charlie Kirk, a beloved and well-regarded podcaster and a major influential voice amongst conservative Americans. Since Owens began targeting Harple, he has lost major clients. He'll be able to prove that, Candace, by showing that he's had a loss of revenue and loss of income. That people probably have responded back saying, we don't want to do business with you anymore. Yeah, that's part of the damages. Oh, I hope he sues her for millions. And his reputation in the security industry has plummeted. And she did this stuff intentionally. She can't say, oh, this was all by accident. I said one thing one time and that was it, and I apologize for it. Nope. She doubled down. Malicious intent. In light of the above, Harple is entitled to actual and punitive damages. Actual damages. That's it. Actual and punitive damages in the amount to be determined at trial. A reasonable award is well into the millions of dollars. I agree. Get the four of you agree. I think that the actual damages should be no less than $20 million damn dollars. Brian Harple, I'm rooting for you to get $20 million. Sue her ass for $20 million. Get this heifer for multiple millions of dollars. Get it all. Keep taking those snippets of the comment section in the videos. Hurry up for these cult members start changing their profile names and deleting comments. It's called spoilage of evidence. Play that dumb game if you want. YouTube will produce whatever they need to prove you all that you deleted stuff and tried to hide it. Oh, this is so priceless. Yeah, okay, we got to pause there. Start with the counts on tomorrow, all right? So this is going to be part 1. Part 2 tomorrow. We're going to pick up here where we read off the counts. This is going to be epic. This thing is like 69 pages, y'all. So we're just on page 40. Oh, 44. God. So yeah, we're going to start on page 45 at count 1 tomorrow. This is something else. Candace, you got it coming. More lawsuits are coming. This is just the initial. You've caused people to have to uproot and move to other neighborhoods because you doxed them, which is a cybercrime. They should have reported your ass to the FBI. You and your so-called cohorts of stay-at-home mommies with no jobs that believe that they're CIA investigators, impersonating such, violating federal laws. Sue their asses for real. Then mommy slews. Child, if y'all don't go somewhere and go read a book to your kids, have several seats, and kick rocks barefoot. Don't get mad if you get named as a co-defendant. Don't get mad if your posts show up as an exhibit. Anytime, Brian Harple, you want to use any of my videos for your evidence, go ahead. Child, I hope he get 20 million. No less than that. Go for the money. Get it all. Because her ass made 60 million in 7-8 months lying about Charlie Kirk's assassination. Brian Harple, you can get 20 million of it. Don't even feel bad about it. Don't lose any sleep. 20 million. And you can definitely get it. Can't make this up. Candace, you cost this man his whole livelihood, his business, and everything else reputation. He got death threats. His employees got death threats. Their family members got death threats. Oh no, get $20 million out of her easy. Your Honor, this heifer caused me to get death threats on my life. She can kiss my ass. I want $20 million. That's how it's done. Get it in, Brian Harper. Get it in. We're rooting for you. Shout out to all of you all tuning in. Oh, man. Wyoming Gal came through with 5 LLC memberships. Thank you so much. Shout out to my mods, y'all. Oh, I love my mods, man. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you all for tuning in. I know other people are going to talk about this, but y'all know LLC's got my own unique way of doing this, okay? Law is boring. You got to make it fun and funny. And that's my niche. I love it. I enjoy it. These lawsuits, boy, there's so much goodies chopped up in this. We're here for this, okay? I've been waiting on this one. Candace, you have another federal lawsuit, that pump and dump scheme in the state of Florida? Let's go, Brandon Meme Coins. Yeah, okay. Keep on acting like you have no legal troubles going on. Oh, man. Shout out to you, Wyoming Gal. Y'all make sure you thank Wyoming Gal for those memberships. If you got a membership today, be sure to thank Wyoming Gal for that. Shout out to Edie Marie that came up in the chat, y'all. Oh, man. Oh, the Candy Biker Babes are going to be sending us cease and desist, y'all. Get ready for it. I look forward to a collab with Edie Marie as well as Fax Me. As soon as we can hear back from him, we will have that scheduled. And you guys look out for those announcements. I'm excited. And I want to thank you all so much for the support. Edie Marie showed us a visit and embraced us with her presence today. So that is her YouTube channel. Make sure you go check out her great content. Oh my God, we got a 20-minute video in the other day where I laughed from start to finish. I had to stand up just to breathe because I was laughing so hard. 20 minutes straight. I had to stand up. Y'all thought I went to sleep? No, I was muted. Didn't even know I was muted. I had to stand up and breathe because I was trying to catch my breath. Now you start laughing so hard and heavy. Well, it's like, man, I gotta catch my breath. If not, I'm gonna pass out. And that's how hard I was laughing. So make sure you go check out Edie Marie. She's gonna have you laughing like in the days of Mad TV type laughing. When I say pure comedy from start to finish. Oh, girl, you are on to something with that one. Keep it going. Keep it coming. And thank you, Manny, for the 5. Thank you so much for the 5. Super. Remember when Erica said yesterday, here we go. Are we understanding what's happening now? Oh, child, I hope so. Erica, come on with that protection order in your federal lawsuit against Candace. We're here for it. Said, all right, let's get started. Here we go. Listen, we ready. We will read it. I told her in X, Erica Kirk, whenever you drop that federal lawsuit, I will be reading it. You understand? If I have to log into my account I have where I can access these federal lawsuits and stuff, I'm gonna get, even if I have to pay for it, I'm getting that one. Oh, Erica. And we will have a whole paperwork party on that one. You understand? Oh, we're waiting on it. I feel it coming down the pipeline, but we're waiting for it. But Candace, you had this coming. Don't go crying like a little brat like you always do. Chalk it up. Take your ass to court and agree to get on the stand and get the post. That's what I want to see. I want a deposition. Put her ass under oath. I appreciate all of you all. This has been fun, but we got y'all. Listen, we gotta get to work. I got a job tomorrow and get my son and all that good stuff. Oh, we got Army. Yeah, we got so many videos I had lined up, and when I saw this drop, I was like, we're reading this lawsuit. Damn it, we're reading it. So thank you all so much. Y'all tune in tomorrow. Part 2, we will continue. And we're going to get through the rest of this. And hopefully we'll be able to get a couple of videos in. If not, we're definitely going to finish up this lawsuit. Because this is good stuff right here. And hopefully to all others who feel that Candace Owens is definitely owed a federal lawsuit from you, please file it. Okay? File it. Don't be scared of her coat. Just name their asses in the lawsuit. That's it. These cult members, what one thing they don't want to have to spend up any money unless it's going to their cult leader. Name their asses. Drop them. Put their posts in here as exhibits. Because one thing they can't do is beat the court. Be intimidated if you want to. That judge will have every last one of their behinds locked up. Stop playing with the courts. The courts is not for play. Like Candace, you'll find out the hard way, girl. Y'all be good. Hit the like button on the way out. Make sure you hype this video up. And I will see you all tomorrow. And until then, Lady Luck Club out. Deuces.